good morning and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a midweek this morning. Hey, man, it's Wednesday. I love what's going on here.
There's something new going on here is all I'm saying. I thought I'd bring the fire today. I went a bit brighter on the hair, and here we are. So hello to you.
I love it. Very, very cool.
Thank you.
You're like a whole new person.
The thing is, as long as I get Ewan's approval, then I know I'm okay.
Really? Right? Is that all that matters?
He's the fashionista whose opinion really matters.
Look at that. What can I say? Look, it's wonderful to hang out with you guys this morning. Stick around. We got 3 hours of epic entertainment heading your way this morning. Of course, we are gearing up towards Women's Month in August, and this morning we are going to be shining the spotlight on women in the Culinary hotline this morning. First up, we're going to meet Chef Mo. She is brilliant, who has perfected the art of the South African cuisine.
Delicious.
Yeah, so this morning she's going to be spoiling us. She's going to teach us how to make a beautiful lamb curry. Ooh. There's also pulled oxtail croquettes, and for dessert we're going to have something sweet, some peppermint crisp tartlets.
Of course, that's classic.
Dis 'n mond vol, my mond water sommer net om dit te sê. So dit is baie lekker.
Okay, we'll keep you some when that happens. Don't worry, Ewan, we got you covered. Well, entertaining us this Wednesday is the one and only Zolani Mahola, also known, of course, recently as the one who sings, and singing she will. She's going to be entertaining guests at the Red Hill Arts Festival happening in Sandton from tomorrow onwards. And to end off the show, we're going to be welcoming back a familiar face. It is Jody Williams.
Oi, welcome back to Jody Williams. We do know that she took a bit of a break, but she's back, and we're going to catch up with her after she sang the national anthem at the Box Game this past week. Yes. And she's just incredible. And with both those artists, I mean, we've walked such a journey with them on the show as well. So it's great to have both of them on our show this morning and finding out exactly where they are and what they're up to. So stick around for that.
Very excited about that. Not only that, we need to get into the Good Morning Post for this morning. Very excited to be asking you this question.
Let me fill you in very quickly. So we are talking about South African cuisines this morning. So here's what we're asking you this morning. Good morning, Italian, Thai, South African food. If you only had to eat one type of cuisine for the rest of your life, which would it be? And that's a very tough question, because I don't know if I can answer that myself. It's no secret that I do love Thai cuisine and the flavors that goes with it. It's beautiful, it's rich. I wouldn't mind eating Thai cuisine for the rest of my life, but then again, South Africa, we've got so much diversity when it comes to our culinary scene, and there's beautiful dishes this morning. So, you know what? I'll leave it up to you. Let us know, what is that one type of cuisine that you will eat for the rest of your life? Send us your voice notes as well as your comments. You can send those voice notes on our WhatsApp line 0634088863. We can't wait to connect with you. With our social media question posted and ready for your interaction, let's start off this Wednesday morning. Here's your news headlines with Carissa.
3 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's head straight into your news for this hour. And we start off with national news. While this week marks 120 days without load shedding in South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa says it's too soon to celebrate. He emphasized the electricity system's vulnerability and the possibility of further load shedding. Addressing Parliament during the 2024-25 presidency budget vote, Ramaphosa highlighted the electricity crisis as a major obstacle to economic growth. Now, he credited the National Energy Crisis Committee established in 2022 for improving Eskom's power station performance and enabling new investments in electricity generation. Eastern Cape Agricultural MEC Ebo Konsiwe has met with farm owners affected by the foot and mouth disease outbreak in the Cucha municipality in Humansdorp. Since the outbreak earlier this year, 16 farms have tested positive, 14 in Cucha and 2 in East London. Over 38,000 cows have been affected and more than 26,000 have been vaccinated. Chief Director of Veterinary Services in the Eastern Cape, Dr. Ebisa Oka, says that movement restrictions are placed across affected regions and urges farmers to adhere to restrictions to help curb the outbreak. Now, moving on to international news, rescue teams have so far retrieved 229 bodies after 2 landslides in southern Ethiopia's Gofa zone in Sunday evening and Monday morning. Now, the dead include both adults and children, while 10 survivors are receiving hospital treatment. Heavy rains triggered the landslides in this remote mountainous area. The search for survivors continues, but the death toll may rise. Now, footage shows hundreds of people digging through dirt in search of trapped victims. Authorities say the warming atmosphere caused by climate change most likely contributed to the extreme rainfall and flooding. The World Health Organization says it is extremely worried about the possibility of an outbreak of the highly infectious polio virus in Gaza after traces were found in wastewater. Now, traces of polio, which is spread through fecal matter, were found in sewage samples collected from 2 sites in Gaza. No associated paralytic cases have been recorded so far, but the Israeli military said it had begun vaccinating its soldiers. The WHO and UN Children's Agency UNICEF believe a mass vaccination campaign may be needed in Gaza. Now we close off news at this hour with this one. The 46th season of UNESCO World Heritage Committee is deliberating in New Delhi this week on the potential World Heritage status for 2 Western Cape sites and 1 KZN site. Now South Africa has put forward its nominations after years of stakeholder engagement, quality assurance and international evaluation. The nomination titled The Emergence of Modern Human Behavior, the Pleistocene Occupation Sites of South Africa, includes Deep Kloof Rock Shelter near Elands Bay, Pinnacle Point Site Complex in Mossel Bay, and Sibudu Cave in Kwadukuza in KZN. Western Cape Minister of Cultural Affairs and Sports, Ricardo McKenzie, highlights these sites as global archaeological treasures symbolizing resilience, creativity and innovation. Now, South Africa has currently 10 World Heritage Sites, and I'm very excited that we might just get a couple more. It's such a good time to be South Africa right now. Let's hope that this carries over into sports too. Here's Ewan.
Thanks, Chris. Let's quickly take a look at those major sports stories heading into your Wednesday morning, starting off with some rugby. Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus named a formidable 33-man squad for the Rugby Championship, led by double Rugby World Cup winning captain Siya Kolisi. Now, the championship kicks off against the Wallabies in Brisbane on Saturday, the 10th of August. Now, the squad includes 22 World Cup winners and 5 2024 debutants. Now, Locke Ruanorkia is the only new addition to the group, having debuted against Wales in 2022. Jasper Visser, who's playing number 8, is suspended, while Andre Esterhuizen, whose centre, awaits a disciplinary hearing following his red card in the 64-21 win over Portugal. And then some big news in the world of football. 2 major European football bodies, FIFPro and the European leagues, are filing a complaint with the European Commission accusing FIFA of abusing its dominant position. Now, they allege that FIFA's unilateral decisions infringe EU competition law and constitute an abuse of dominance. Now, they argue that FIFA's dual role as a regulator and competition organizer is a conflict of interest, citing recent calendar changes like the introduction of a 32-team Club World Cup set to debut in the US next year with 12 European clubs. We'll definitely follow that story. Then in tennis news this morning, former world number 1 and 3-time Grand Slam champion Andy Murray confirmed that he will retire after the Paris Olympics, marking the end of another chapter in tennis's golden age. Now ranked 121st, he's playing with a metal hip since 2019. Murray has faced recent injuries, including ankle damage and spine surgery. He ended Britain's 77-year wait for a men's champion at Wimbledon in 2013, added a second title in 2016, and won gold at the 2012 and 2016 Olympics, becoming the first player to win 2 Olympic singles golds. What a formidable player indeed. And we'll end up with some motorsport this morning. Former Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto has been appointed as the new leader of the Audi Formula One project. Now, Audi is set to debut in F1 in 2026, having taken full ownership of the Sauber team earlier this year. Starting the 1st of August, Binotto will replace Sauber CEO Andrea Seidl, who was initially named to head the future Audi team. Now, the 54-year-old Binotto returns to F1 less than 2 years after leaving Ferrari at the end of the 2022 season. And that's a quick roundup and snapshot of your major sports stories. We'll have another update for you just after 7 o'clock right now. Let's jump to those weather, see what we can expect in those temperatures with Carissa.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Let's dive straight into weather this morning. Environmental news this morning is that President Zolani Mahola signed the climate change bill into law yesterday, establishing a national climate change response that includes both mitigation and adaptation actions. Now, this act represents South Africa's fair contribution to the global climate response. It also aligns policies influencing the country's climate strategy to ensure a smooth transition to a low-carbon, climate-resilient economy and society, free from policy contradictions. Furthermore, the law aims to enhance South Africa's capacity to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, build climate resilience, and minimize job losses, while creating new opportunities in the emerging green economy. Such good news this morning, and hopefully you also have good news in terms of your morning views. Do share that with us on 0634088863. We'll delve right into that just after 7 o'clock, so you have some time to get into it. For now, though, let's have a look at your temperatures for today.
Chilly temperatures all around, that is for sure. Stay warm, South African. Be safe out there, especially down the Western Cape. We see some wet roads as well, so please take care of yourselves this morning. Get to work safely. For now, though, if you're still chilling out with us, go make yourself a cup of coffee. We're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, we are so excited to welcome Zolani Mahola, the one who sings in studio. We've walked such a journey with her here on Expresso show, and she's also going to be coming through with Thomas. He's from the Red Hill Arts Festival that is taking place from tomorrow onwards. Zolani will perform there, but we'll first and foremost get a bit of a snapshot and an insight into the Red Hill Arts Festival, what it's all about, because I took a look at the program that they're offering. There's so much happening. It's a family-friendly event. It's going to be epic. We'll get all the details.
Oh, I can't wait. Also, speaking about powerful women, Chef Mo is in the building, and we're going to head into the kitchen to figure out what it takes to make a lamb curry. I mean, there is no curry like a lamb curry, and we're going to find out what Chef Mo puts into it to make it top notch.
Look, it's an art and a skill to make a lamb curry, especially from scratch. So we'll find out. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's so good to have you here on what in Cape Town anyways, a chilly morning. I'm hoping it's a little bit warmer on your side. If not, don't worry, we got you covered because we're going to warm you up with some good entertainment. Listen, Joburg's leading art festival, the Red Hill Arts Festival, returns this year for its 6th year, and it's bigger and better, baby, and we can't wait to tell you more about it.
So much going to be happening. Joining us right now to talk all about this rather exciting news in the Red Hill Festival, Thomas Healy, who is the Red Hill Arts Festival team leader. Thomas, good morning, my friend. Welcome.
Morning.
In Cape Town.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I apologize for the weather. Can I just say that? I know Joburg's probably not looking like this right now.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's cold here, but it's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice, as long as you enjoy it. So, Thomas, you've been part of the Radio Festival for the last 3 years or so. You've seen it grown as well. 6 years it's been going now. How would you describe it if you look at this festival? Because there's just so much going on with this festival.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this festival has something for everyone. That's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to create a destination event that you can come to and everyone from the family can enjoy it. There's something for everyone. So from 25 professional theatre productions to 5 children's shows to an artisanal art market to a music festival to a book festival.
Jeez.
It's all there. So yeah, it's amazing. I'm so
Something
excited.
for everyone.
Exactly.
I love that. Well, Tom, tell me more about the span of your involvement in the festival itself.
Yeah, so I got involved just after I left high school.
Sure.
And for me, the festival became very important then because we were coming out of COVID. The industry was in hibernation. And what we really wanted to do was, you know, we're not about giving artists exposure. That's not what we're here to do. We're really wanting to actually give artists a salary, right? And really economically open up the industry. And that's what we came out to do. And we've been continuing to do that. So the festival's been getting bigger. We've been really proud and excited to see it get bigger and to give artists a platform for us, the audience, to enjoy it and to appreciate the arts and to see South Africans appreciate the arts again, get back into the theatre, you know, get back into the festivals because these artists do incredible work, you know, and it's often unappreciated. And, you know, it's our privilege to be able to bring that to the Joburg scene.
Yeah, for that, I mean, we thank you and the organisers, I mean, for giving us that platform here for artists to shine and do what they do best on stage and entertain us. I mean, this is a proper festival. It's taking place at Red Hill School in Sandton. Give us a bit of an indication. How does it work? What's the setup like when festival goers attend? How does it work? Where do we get tickets?
Okay, so you can be prepared or you cannot be prepared. Whatever you want to do.
Either path.
Either path. Yeah, so you can come through to redfest.co.za or the Red Hill Arts Festival.co.za. You can find out all the information there, and then you can either come to campus in Morningside, in Sandton, and we have a ticket office there, and you can just come and experience everything. You know, we've got all the information. We'll let you know. We'll give you the recommendations of what you need to see. Just pitch up, just come and enjoy the event, and we've got it from there.
Look, I went through the festival brochure to see what's on offer. It's a lot, my friend. It really is a lot, and I've seen it. What is it about this festival? I mean, it's not only musicians. There's books. There's arts. I mean, there's youngsters. You're giving a platform to young stars as well to shine. I mean, why was that important for you specifically as well?
I think, you know, because Red Hill's a school as well, you know, we really want to celebrate the talent that is, you know, students in theatre and students in music. And, you know, often we say it's not a school production. This isn't a school festival. It's a professional theatre production.
With some big name actors taking part as well.
And part of those professional productions are the student productions. They are just as good. They are brilliant. A lot of them are coming from the Festival of Dramatic Arts feeder. So some of the winners from there. So there's schools there. We have a marimba festival. So that's going to be cool. We also have a battle of the bands on the field, so you can experience that as well. And then also what I think is really awesome is the book fest. You know, we have some incredible different authors from Craig Higginson to Sue Nyati who are doing workshops on how to develop character in writing, from author readings. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited. Yeah, I'm saying, when is Cape Town going to experience this? But it's fine, I'll relax a little bit. Talk to me about Zolani in particular, the one who sings. I've seen her perform. I've emceed a gig where she's literally taken over the entire audience with her majestic goodness. So what is it like having her being part of this?
Oh, I'm so excited. I've been wanting Zolani to be involved for a while, and this year it was like, yes, and I was like, yes, yay. She's brilliant, and she's going to be performing with a feminine force. I think it's going to be incredible. Her music it's just soulful, it's amazing. And I really think she's going to bring some awesome stuff to our stage. And yeah, she's amazing. And she's going to be, partnering and sharing that stage with some incredible other artists. We've got Watershed, we've got Ladies Mar, the Mzansi Youth Choir. So that's going to be amazing. But Zolani is what I'm looking forward to.
Look, I can see you can barely contain your excitement, my friend. Listen, all the best.
Thank you.
I know that it starts off tomorrow, it runs all the way through till the 28th. Just a quick one. You can get your tickets at Ticket Pro. It's at the Red Hill School in Sandton. Tickets from 20 Rand, like I said, via Ticket Pro. It's affordable. It's there. You can take the entire family with Opa, Oma, the kids, everyone. It's going to be an absolutely incredible festival. Don't miss it. Thomas, thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here, man.
I'll continue working on and bringing it to Cape Town, okay?
Deal.
Just cross fingers for that one. Thank you, Thomas. We look forward to Zolani too. But for now, get your lucky numbers ready for the life-changing Lotto jackpot estimate at 78 million Rand this Wednesday. What are you waiting for? Play Lotto for an estimated 78 million Rand jackpot today, and you could become Zanzi's next big multi-millionaire.
It's weird to think we could be talking to you. You sitting on your couch right now, you could be Zanzi's next multi-millionaire. It's mad to think. So what you can do is you can buy your tickets today in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529 hash if you want to enter via USSD.
Now, all these details, of course, as Ewan has said, are on our social media pages, so do go check them out and make sure that you get yourself in the running to win Lotto jackpot estimated at 78 million Rand today. We want you to be a multi-millionaire, so play right now, okay? But right now, in the Feel Good Breakfast Show, we've got so much still coming your way.
We do. We're going to kick off after the break with our very first edition of the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting this morning. And it's all about South African cuisine. We're celebrating women. Chef Mo is in the studio. She is a force to be reckoned with in the studio. And she's going to be putting together a lamb curry of note from scratch.
Delicious. Like you said earlier, my mouth is watering right now just looking at that. But Chef Mo, of course, is also going to be joining us for a 5-second game.
We got to do it. We got to do it. We'll see you after the break. Stick around.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and welcome to the Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Ting, ting, ting.
I'm going to just do that again. Welcome to the Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Ting, ting, ting.
You know know what? It's a very, very early Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning. Clearly, I'm not awake either, but we're going to get straight into this because we've got so much excitement coming your way. Today's guest is no stranger to the TV screens. Chef Mo, renowned for creating bespoke culinary experiences for international clients that highlight the vibrant flavors of South African cuisine, joins us today. So get ready to savor the essence of local and lekker as she shares 3 highly requested meals. And I think these are quintessentially South African. I mean, starting with a lamb curry, Chef Mo. The smells are already coming through with all the spices that we've got going here.
So this is a Cape Malay style curry, and this is how I make it. This is the type of food that I grew up eating.
Absolutely, you and me both.
Right, so I wanted to share that with the international guests. You know, we get a lot of American tourists that come to visit Cape Town, and they're like, what is the local cuisine? And I'm like, I'm experienced. I'm going to show you. I'm going to share that.
I'm sure your mom is so proud of you as well, and your Oma. Like, yes, come through with the flavors and spices. So what do we actually have going here? I wonder if I could guess. Probably not.
Yes, can you guess?
No.
Okay, so that is your curry powder.
Yes.
I like to use a roasted masala. So in here we've got a chopped onion. And then you want to toast your spices. So we're going in with your roasted masala or your curry powder.
Yeah.
Did you guess what that one was?
I didn't.
It's coriander.
Okay.
Ground coriander.
I don't know Dania in its true form. You know what I mean? Not this form.
This one.
Oh, I know this.
You know it.
Cumin.
Yes. Okay, I'm proud. I'm proud
we're
of you,
getting
girl.
somewhere.
And yes.
Wow, I don't know. I know, but I
so
don't.
that one is a bit difficult. This is garam masala.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to toast our spices first to what?
Yes.
Bring out the flavor more?
Yes, and because, you know, so it doesn't create, like sometimes you get those curries got like a mealy consistency. So you just want to cook it out a bit, get that floury bits out.
Okay.
And then, so a bit of curry leaves and your cinnamon stick.
Okay, as opposed to powdered cinnamon.
Yes, well, you can do either ground cinnamon, but you just need that little hint.
Oh.
Yes, because I'm a spice queen, you know.
Yeah, she is. Now, this is going to be easier for me to guess, but how long does that go for before
So
we chuck
this
it
is
in?
actually ready, and next we can go
This
in
is
with
the ginger.
Yes. So
And the
what you
garlic, of
can do
course.
as well is to marinate your lamb with the spices, bit of garlic, bit of ginger. Let that sit for a bit. Some people use a bit of yogurt as well,
Oh,
just to get
nice.
it nice and tender. But sometimes when I'm in a hurry, this is just, I just weigh everything together in one pot.
You
And
say
then-
in a hurry, but doesn't lamb take a little while to cook?
It does. So usually when I'm running a little bit late for my dinners, because, you know, traffic in Cape Town
Of
is
course,
a
we
thing.
know the deal.
I would get the lamb started and then let that just simmer away slowly while I get onto the rest of it's usually like a 3-course dinner.
Of
So,
course. And lamb takes about how long?
depending on if you're using like this one is without the bone.
Okay.
So it's like a, you know, the leg of lamb that you just chop off the bits of meat.
Right.
And then let that go. So that would take about maybe 45 to 1 hour.
Not bad. So
And
not as long as beef. That
not
would
as
take
long.
like 3
Yeah.
hours, 2 hours.
So, and if you've got the bone in stew pieces, that would go like maybe an hour and a half.
Right.
So we can go in with the lamb
Amazing.
because we want to get all of those flavors to get to know each other.
Yes. Oh my
And
goodness,
then-
it's already smelling like a
Yes.
proper curry. How do you know when the flavors are ready for the meat to come in?
Once your spices are nice and toasted, that's when you can smell it.
Okay.
Then you know you need to go in with the meat.
Yeah.
We're going in with a bit of ginger.
I love ginger.
Yes, it really does bring out those flavors. The other day I did a lamb curry and I forgot the ginger and I was like, you know what?
Throw the whole meal away.
Just kind of got to go with it. It really does add
Yeah.
to the flavor. And then I like to add a bit of tomato.
Okay. And you've got tomato in many forms here.
Yes, I love using tomato because I just think that it just adds that extra bit of zinginess and that acidity of the tomato.
So fresh
Good
tomato
stuff.
and tomato paste.
And a bit of tomato paste or puree, whichever you have. It just really adds the whole overall flavor and the gravy of the curry.
Right. Because you want a saucy curry.
You do.
No one likes a dry curry.
No.
Because the rice needs to be, you know, soaked in it, or the
Exactly.
roti,
And-
or roti, however you want
Or
to
the
say it.
naan bread.
Or the
and you just go,
naan bread.
You know?
Delicious. Stop it. Stop it. It's too early for my mouth to be watering like this. Okay. We also have some beef stock and some
beef
chili.
stock, yes.
Now, how do you measure your chili? Like, some people can't deal with too much on the Scoville scale.
Yes. some people, they do struggle with the chili, but for me, I always gauge with people, and I'm
Okay.
like, how do you like your food? Spicy, or because I'm spicy.
A spicy girl.
Do you like things hot? Or?
You know what? Just like a bite, but not that my whole face like
Yes.
explodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let the hair fool you. Like, not at all. Okay.
Okay,
So that's
so-
just a little bit of chili.
A little bit of chili. Sometimes you can go with the green chili. It's not too hot.
Okay.
But I like a little kick, not too much of a kick.
Yes, I'm with you on that.
So you
Beef
go.
or chicken stock?
You can do whichever you have. Actually, I prefer a beef stock. If you can get lamb stock, you can go with that.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, you get different types. You can even make your own. Like if you're using the stew pieces with the bone in,
Yeah.
you actually just need water because the bones actually create like a stock
Wow.
in the curry.
I've heard so much about the goodness, the collagen that comes from
Yes.
bones and the marrow that you can eat as well.
Exactly.
Delicious.
It's
okay.
great for our
so the
skin.
stock also helps with the gravy, like it thickens it up,
It does.
adds some sauce.
And another natural thickener is the potatoes.
oh, the potatoes go in like last, hey?
They do, but for the purposes of
course,
TV,
yeah.
we are going in. And because this is actually not going to cook that long, so it's going to thicken up very nicely. It's going to simmer low and slow because you don't want your lamb boiling. Like it gets up to temperature right now as it is. And then you just put it low and slow, let that go, and just a little bit of bubbles on top, and you're good to go.
Okay, 45 minutes later to maybe an hour, you have a delicious meal. Now, I love that it's served with a bit of a sambal as well. I feel like that freshness really does add to it. I also love like a onion salad or like a dania salad on the side. I think that zinginess with the vinegar really adds to it. And the yellow rice is a classic South African
So
staple.
iconic,
Raisins,
right?
no raisins.
Well, I like a little bit of raisins.
Okay.
How do you like it?
You know, I don't mind raisin in rice. And
You
that's
don't?
that's where, because they tried to make me eat baboti last week, and I said, are there raisins in here, yes or no? So
Oh.
I only like my raisins in rice. That's kind of where it is.
Okay.
Well, that's how you make your Chef Mo lamb curry. Of course, this recipe is available on expressoshow.com, and we hope this Sunday you'll include this delicious South African classic to your repertoire. Thank you, Chef Mo.
Thank you.
Man, that looks delicious. Vandag gaan ons baie lekker eet op hierdie program because that is just the start of some of the delicious meals that we will put forward for you today. So make sure you log on to our website, expressoshow.com, if you're keen on any of the recipes. But for right now, it is game time on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And today we are playing the 5-second game, Heritage Edition. And here's how it works. I'm going to give our two contenders 5 seconds to answer a very important question. So each contestant will then have a turn to answer, but 5 seconds is the rule. We have Chef Mo and this dynamic redhead going
Yeah.
head to head. Yeah,
head.
Carissa, are you ready?
I am so ready. Are
Because,
you
I mean,
ready?
you've got competition here. This is Chef Mo, and
I'm a bit
based
too
on
confident.
some of the things we're going to be asking here, Chef Mo, you might have the upper hand here. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Let's see.
It's not about what you know, it's about
Sportsmanship.
how quickly you can bring about the answer. 5 seconds only, all right? So we did say that it is the Heritage Edition.
Okay.
Who,
So if we know the answer, do we say our name?
no. Each of you are going to have a question.
Okay.
You just got to answer it in 5 seconds. So I'm going to give you each a chance.
Right.
So the question is, who's going to go first?
Mo, please take the floor.
Okay. No
Mo,
pressure.
are you ready for your first question, Mo? Let's do it. Here we go. Get ready. You got 5 seconds to answer this question. Name 3 South African historically inspired festivals or celebrations.
Oh, there's the one in the Karoo. What is it called? Africa Burn.
1. Okay, you got 2. Well done. There's the one there and there's the one in the
The other
Karoo.
side.
You know that
Yeah.
one?
The Africa
Yeah.
Burn one.
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
that
well,
one.
you got 1.
Okay.
But let's see. Carissa, let's see. Name 3 iconic South African musicians.
Musician Zolani, obviously. Watershed, come on. And then also, I'm going to go Jimmy Nevis.
Oh, by the skin of your teeth, you had like a second left.
He's a living icon.
Well done, well done. Okay, that round goes to Carissa Mo. I'm sorry, but let's see if you can redeem yourself. Name 3 South African indigenous groups, tribes, or cultures.
Indigenous.
Yes.
Like culture.
Yeah.
Xhosa,
2,
Zulu,
1.
Ndebele.
Yeah.
She got 3, but the timer was out already because I'm having a countdown timer in my ear here. Okay, Carissa.
Sorry, Mo, but well done.
Van lekker lag kom lekker huil. Name 3 South African landmarks.
The Cook Sister Hill,
Okay.
okay, Table Mountain, and
time.
the ocean.
Really, the ocean. She went there.
I stressed. I panicked.
Yeah, the ocean is a South African landmark, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you did not know that.
Kind of.
Thank you.
Go
All right,
Power.
Chef Mo, here's another one for you. Of course, we know that Clover is celebrating 125 years of remarkable sips and pours with their limited edition heritage packs. I'm sure you've seen it. So with that in mind, Chef Mo, name 3 popular South African dishes that are made better with milk.
Oh, bobotie, not her favorite. Butter chicken, milk tart.
Your time's up, but I'm going to give it to you because you
Yeah.
gave a little comment in there. But yes, you got it.
Those were
Well done, Chef Mo. Okay, now it's your turn.
Don't give me that. That was really hard.
Do you have a sweet tooth? I'm setting it up.
Sometimes.
Name 3
Sunday.
popular South African desserts or sweets.
Okay, cool. Cook Sisters, Cook Sisters. Those are 2 different things. And
Time's up. And
all right, I got 2 out of 3.
yeah, it's not too bad. Not too
Yeah.
bad. Okay, we're almost through this. How's the nerves feeling? You all right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
Chef
still
Mo looks
losing.
very chilled, I must just say. Very composed. Name 3, Chef Mo, sports celebrated in South Africa. 3 sports celebrated in South Africa. Okay, easy. Carissa, name 3 South African sport personalities.
Sia Khaleesi, Mani Lebok, Cheslin Colby.
Oh, you missed out on that one, but you are right.
She's a sports girl.
Oh, come on. I hope you guys are playing with us at home as well. This is fun. I've got one more for you. Chef Mo, name 3 traditional South African dishes.
Oh, bobotie, like we said, Cape Malay lamb curry. We've got acne.
Just because you are a guest, I'm going to give it to you.
Thank you.
It was 7 seconds
think
instead
she's
of
winning.
5. Okay, I've got one more for you.
Okay.
Name 3 different beverages you know South Africans to enjoy with fresh milk.
What's that one? Faluda, but not Bobotie, Booba, Faluda and Booba.
Beverages.
Yeah, those are drinks.
That you enjoy with.
But you said babuti.
Sorry, that was a slip of the tongue.
Sure, let's sip on some babuti. Why shouldn't we do that? Lovely.
Why not?
Yeah, well, I'm going to give it to Chef Mo. She wins.
Okay.
Just because.
Good
Congratulations.
job.
Roundhouse
As I said, you
clap
can sip
there.
a Bobotie, it's all right.
Remember, on your next grocery run, make sure you grab Clover Fresh Milk Heritage Pack. It's a beautiful little pack as well, where Clover donates 20 cents to community projects for every pack sold. It is a very, very worthy cause, so get in there. That was fun, guys. Thank you very, very much. Chef Mo, you're not going anywhere more. The Culinary Hotline heading your way. We will be back after these.
Only you can make my day.
Welcome back. You are tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. Welcome to you if you've just joined us on this chilly Wednesday morning. But we're going to definitely heat some things up right now because this is such a heartwarming story. Now, we know it. Reaching 100, it is a milestone, but few can actually boast about it. But Miss Johanna Maree has gone above and beyond, having recently celebrated her 104th birthday. Now, our very own Graham had the honor of attending the celebrations and sitting down with this remarkable lady to capture her inspiring story.
Today we celebrate and soak up the love in this room as we celebrate the incredible journey of Johanna Maree, who at the tender young age of 104 years young continues to inspire with her resilience and what seems like the most infectious positive energy. And through her journey and those challenges like turning 100, not being able to see her family during the pandemic, to actually beating COVID-19, this unbelievable, unwavering faith and this joyful soul stand as a monument to a life well lived. What kind of impact has this incredible centurion had on the world around her?
Yeah, I mean, she started her working life. She worked in those years for Barclays Bank, the old Barclays Bank. And I can still remember I took her then some days when she retired to the annual Christmas party. And it's unbelievable, the unification when they see her again. They talk about those years, but they're also happy to see each other. And then in the community with the church, her and my mother, they worked for 3 days, about 12 hours, just to make the stuff that they can sell it to generate funds for the church. And then she's here about 20 years. And while she was still living at the back in the old house, she made a point to come basically every second day to Vrouwke where she's now. But she walked in every room to see how that person is doing. And if there's a problem, she will then go to management and listen, do this for her. She don't have this, she don't have that. So.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear me. Happy birthday to you.
We have heard so much about the incredible team, the family around this beautiful Tanny. And I'm going to chat to, I think, the caregiver who has probably had the most one-on-one experience from what I've heard, Kathy. Why do you love your job so much?
Ek het 'n passie om met mense te werk. Ek is lief om met mense te werk. En hier moet jy geduldig wees. Jy kan nie rush hour wees met die mense nie. So jy moet geduldig wees. En Juffrou Maree, sy wil om aktiwiteite te doen. As jy miskien nog vir haar te lank vat om vir haar te gaan haal, dan steek sy haar hand op sodat jy vir haar kom haal want sy wil uitmis van haar aktiwiteite nie.
I'm with the unofficial official granddaughter, Ilissa, who is very embarrassed standing in front of all of her friends and family. I would imagine to let the emotion out because this is a very special day centered on an incredible woman. What is it about her resilience, what she has shown in her journey that inspires you?
She's definitely taught me to always look on the positive side and to always, push through and never, let if something happens, bring you down. I mean, she's been through some things. I mean, she's 104 and she's never not had a smile on her face. So she's definitely taught all of us to be very positive and just always smile and
How do you think she's feeling about what's going on right now?
In Afrikaans there's a word dankbaarheid, gratefulness. And I mean, she's very grateful. I mean, even when she was 100, she told me we were only 5 people allowed around on 100 because of COVID. And then she told me on 100 in a way that the only way she's dankbaar, she's grateful.
At 104 years old, I never get tired of saying that, and clearly still going strong, Miss Johanna Maree proves to us every day that the key to a long and fulfilling life is to approach it simplistically. Just try to live every day with grace, with resilience, and as you can see behind me, clearly a heart full of joy.
man, what a heartwarming story. Graham, thank you for that one. And again, congratulations and a happy birthday, lady Johanna Marais, 104 years old. What a milestone.
So excited to get moving this morning. From a senior citizen, we definitely are going to take some inspiration and make sure that when we get along in our years very gracefully, so that we make sure that we stick with the mobility. And we've got Dale with us today to make sure that the muscles are still there.
Yeah.
As a senior citizen, can I just ask you, what age group are we talking about?
60 plus.
Not me as a senior citizen, I just mean speaking on behalf of 60 plus, because just now you said 40 plus, and I know you're going to upset a lot of people on this floor, Dale, but it's all right, it's all right. We're going to get moving. We've got our beautiful ladies behind us who are definitely going to get moving and grooving with us. So Dale, we've got a chair and we've got a ball with us today. How do we make sure that as we get along in age, we're still moving?
Cool, so we did a chair before. Today we're just adding the yoga ball, and as you know, we're trying to make fitness fun for all, accessible for all, and you know, as a seniors, low impact exercise is probably the best way to go. And with the chair and the yoga ball, we're doing exactly that. So
perfect, let's get started then.
Prepared a few exercises for us today that everyone can do at home. It's nice family activity as well. So just to get us started, we're just gonna put the ball above our heads and we're just gonna march and lift those knees. So let's go. Okay. So as you can see, we're working, we're gonna engage that core as well. This is a nice way to get ourselves warmed up.
Yeah.
Arms above the head. Breathing in, nose, exhaling mouth. So I would say about 20 to 30 seconds per exercise. So we're counting it down. Let's start at 10, 9, 8,
ladies feeling good?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we always do an active rest, so we're marching out while we prepare for the next exercise.
Amazing.
Okay? So the next one, we're just gonna go under and over. So we're gonna lift those knees, we're gonna put it there, we're gonna switch it all the time. Nice one for the core, shoulders, back.
I love that this is something you could do at home as well.
Yeah.
So people don't have to go very far to get moving, which I think is the
chair
point.
and just get going.
Coordination.
If you don't have a yoga ball, you can use a bottle, you can use a pillow, anything you know that you can use as an exercise tool.
Right.
So let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we're gonna march it. So we're moving on. Cool.
Can I just say this is not just for senior citizens, because I am feeling warmed up right now.
Cool.
It's something that you could incorporate into your everyday.
Yeah, so it's for everyone basically. So the next one, okay, we're gonna go chest, we're gonna push it out, bring it in, and above the head, and down, we start again. Lovely stuff. We're gonna keep the back straight, chest out, engage that core. Breathe in, exhale, exhale. There we go. Squeeze the shoulders, squeeze the chest, squeeze the back. Lovely stuff. How are we looking at? Yeah, ladies, are we good? Lovely stuff.
Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it?
Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Beautiful.
So we're marching
Active
it out.
rest, active rest. Let's go.
So the next one, okay, we're gonna tap, lift the knees, tap, rotate it all the time.
This is also a full body workout, right?
Full body
like you said,
workout.
we're engaging the core, the arms are going, the legs are up in the air.
Here we go. Core's working, arms are working.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay, let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to our
Nice.
active
Good
rest.
job,
We're doing good,
ladies.
ladies. We're doing good. Okay, I'm just gonna ask everyone to just come a little bit forward. Okay, we're just gonna put it around. There we go. Just around the legs, bring it up, forward. You can see it's a nice one for the arms as well, for the shoulders. Flexibility there. Okay, and we're going for 5. After 5, we're just gonna change direction.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch to the other side. Let's go. Lovely stuff.
Awesome.
Looking good, eh? We can feel the arms starting to work.
Yeah,
Eh?
I mean, that was a nice roundup of exercises, Dale. Thank you so much for showing us this way. Listen, it feels like I might have to be a senior citizen after this because, yes, I'm feeling warmed up, but I'm also feeling like I exercised today.
Yeah, it's a lovely
so this would go on for how long usually?
Seniors, 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes is all you
All we
need
need.
on a day-to-day just to make sure you get that blood flowing throughout your body and remain young forever. I love it. Thank you, Dale.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
ladies.
much.
Good
Thank
job.
you, ladies. Well done, ladies. Awesome stuff.
Thanks, Carissa. Now that we had the blood flowing a little bit this morning, we're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, we're calling on all the moms and dads out there because we are talking about the correct nutrition and nourishment of your baby's skin. So stick around for that chat. We have the experts in the field if you are maybe a little bit unsure, because we also do know that skins change with seasons, and it is winter, it's cooler, it's drier. So we'll show you exactly what you need to know. And then, of course, we are also gearing up for our second edition of the Culinary Hotline with Chef Mo. And she's going to be putting together a recipe that is going to get your mouth watering. A pulled oxtail, a croquette. It's a mouthful to say, but it's going to be absolutely amazing. So stick around. That's heading your way after the break.
Drained? Dehydrated? You have lost more than just fluid. Recover faster. Add Rehydrate, SA's #1 oral electrolyte mixture.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning and welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. It's your Wednesday morning and we are shining the spotlight on your baby's skin right now because we know that it is crucial for their health, shielding against irritants, germs and bacteria, and also being 30% thinner than adult skin. It requires gentle care with baby-specific products. And the team at Johnson's Baby emphasize the importance of nourishing or nurturing rather an infant skin health for overall development and comfort. And this morning, dermatologist Dr. Lauren Knight joins us to share everything we need to know about the importance of nourishment for our baby's skin. Dr. Lauren, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Well, my boys are a little bit bigger, so it's good. Maybe I need a bit of a refresh in this. But yes, I know a couple of people out there in my own personal circles that just recently had a baby. So here's some great advice heading your way. The first thing that we need to know, especially when it comes to moms teaching, going about their baby in terms of nourishing their skin, what do we need to consider?
So I think the first thing to remember exactly what you said. Our baby's skin is still developing, and we really want to support that development, optimize that development. So one of the first things that I tell parents is a little bit of a strange one, but touch your baby, and more importantly, do skin to skin with your baby. So there's viruses, bacteria, and fungi that live on our skin as part of our microbiome, and you really want to colonize your baby's skin with that, setting it up for optimizing its development and function. And obviously, it's a beautiful bonding experience to get used to touching and handling your baby.
I'll never forget that.
Getting used to what's normal for them, so you can pick up differences in their skin. And then obviously, to support the functions of temperature regulation, barrier support, immune function, then we're going to look at how you're going to optimize their skincare and bath time routines.
Wow, interesting indeed. So from your point of view, just some guidance when it comes to an effective skincare routine. When we look at, bathing for babies, moisturizing, diaper care, and also how does it differ from having an infant as opposed to a toddler?
Yeah. So I think the most important thing is to remember you don't need to bath your baby every day. So you might need to if they're dirty or if you know they've had an accident, or you might want to as part of your kind of winding down routine, but you really don't need to bath them every day. And I actually advise parents in the first few months to actually just top and tail your baby and then just really bath them once or twice a week. And if you are going to be bathing them, you obviously first want to check that the temperature of the water is right, and then you want to make sure that you're using baby-specific gentle washes in the bath that are fragrance-free, non-irritating to their skin, supporting their barrier, not stripping any of the important lipids. And then as soon as they come out the bath, you really want to make sure that you're putting on a good moisturizer to really support that barrier, lock in the moisture, and hydrate their skin. And just important to remember that you can use a moisturizer even if you're not bathing them. So when you're top and tailing them, you're moisturizing them. If you're just changing them and their skin's looking a little bit dry, to moisturize them because their barrier really is still developing. So they are prone to getting dry skin, prone to having sensitivities, and locking in that moisture helps to support those functions and prevent the sensitization of the skin. I think diaper care is probably one of the most important things and things that we hope people know a lot about.
I mean, there's where really the risk of rashes and those kind of things
You're going to see a lot of the skin problems happening in that kind of area with babies, and it really is easily preventable. So making sure that you're using a good barrier cream at every nappy change, that you're changing a nappy frequently, you can prevent a lot of those, irritations that happen as a result of the little particles coming into that sensitive skin in a very nice, warm, humid environment.
Yeah, exactly.
So you need to just, look out for that. When we think about toddlers, your skincare routine maybe expands a little bit. You can maybe be a little bit less pedantic about products, but I usually say to parents, err on the side of caution. They're also still prone to having odd little sensitivities popping up. So rather gentle, you can still carry on your baby-specific line into your toddlers.
Yeah, absolutely, because our toddlers, we know they're much more active
and
so maybe all over the place.
Maybe you need to bath more from a dirt point of view, but same principles in terms of gentle washes, moisturizers, nice, and looking after their skin.
Absolutely. Just from your point of view, what do you see some of the most common skin conditions that babies present with, just so we as parents can just be on the lookout for that, and when do we need to start seeking medical advice?
Yeah. So I think it's important for parents to remember, and to, especially for first-time parents, to realize that baby's skin is often far from perfect. So we have this idea of this perfect porcelain skin that's very unblemished, and their skin, because it's still developing, is often sensitive. So they do have little patches and blotches that pop up. So again, touch your baby, get used to knowing what your baby's skin normally looks like. Is something persisting for a long time? Is it, just kind of transient? And then we want to know is what is common and preventable, what is common and we just need to support the baby through it, and what is common but maybe we need to be seeking help. So common and preventable is going to be your things like nappy rash, your sensitivity, and that we've spoken a little bit about in terms of washing, moisturizing, how to look after general skincare. What is common and needing just support, things like baby acne. So we know that about 20% of babies get baby acne around 2 weeks. So it really does just look like acne on their face. Important to realize it will pass. Do not irritate it, do not pick it, do not use anything to try and get it to go away. Just support the skin through it. Something like seborrheic dermatitis or cradle cap, super common. We see it in about 70% of babies by 3 months and actually can persist to up to a year.
Sure.
So that little dry, flaky bits on the top of their scalp. And all we're really wanting to do there is to use appropriate washes, shampoos to soften it, allow you to wash off the cradle cap, to brush it out. But again, don't pick, don't irritate it. And if it is extensive, becoming painful, looking that you think it might be infected, then you really need to seek help.
Yeah, I think you can see when somebody's called, it's angry.
It's angry, and exactly, and just knowing your baby, you know, if you're using appropriate products, you're being a reasonable parent, you're using baby-specific products, and the skin is just really not settling, it's becoming severe, your baby's unwell, then seek help.
Absolutely. Dr. Lauren, thank you very much. That was a whole lot of advice this morning. Really appreciate it. You sure do have a wealth of knowledge, but it comes down to making sure that you use the right products. Looking at that. Appreciate all that advice. I mean, the lessons and practices taught to us in our fundamental years this morning, you know, are absolutely crucial to how we care for our health later in life as well, and how the skin adapts. And thanks to Johnson's Baby, we got to take a closer look at the benefits of holistic nourishment for our little ones. So once again, Dr. Lauren, thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. Man, oh man, you know, that where's the time when my boys were young, where we dealt with all of that, the cradle cap, the nappy rash and everything, and we panic. But look, you put us at ease this morning. Thank you very much. Take care of your babies.
It's just gone 7 o'clock. Let's check in with your national headlines first. Cape Town Metro has deployed more law enforcement officers to crime-prone business centres. Now, Mayor Jordan Hill-Lewis announced the initiative as part of their crime-fighting plan for Bellville, Mitchells Plain and Wynberg. 18 officers are now stationed in Bellville's central business area, while 32 are split between Mitchells Plain and Wynberg. This is in addition to the 100 dedicated officers already in the main CBD. Hill-Lewis emphasised that increasing police presence aims to enhance safety and stimulate economic activity in the mother city. Now, while this week marks 120 days without load shedding in South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa says it's too soon to celebrate. He emphasized the electricity system's vulnerability and the possibility of further load shedding. Addressing Parliament during the 2024-2025 presidency budget vote, Ramaphosa highlighted the electricity crisis as a major obstacle to economic growth. He credited the National Energy Crisis Committee, established in 2022, for improving Eskom's power stations' performance and enabling new investments in electricity generation. Moving on to international news, scientists have found high levels of cocaine in 13 Brazilian sharp-nosed sharks off the coast of Rio de Janeiro. Marine biologists from the Oswaldo Cruz Foundation detected cocaine concentrations in the sharks' muscles and livers up to 100 times higher than previously recorded in aquatic creatures. The cocaine likely enters the water through illegal drug labs or the excrement of drug users. Though less likely, packs of cocaine lost or dumped by traffickers might also be a source. All studied female sharks were pregnant, but the impact on their fetuses remains unknown. Rescue teams have so far retrieved 229 bodies after 2 landslides in southern Ethiopia's Gopher Zone on Sunday evening and Monday morning. Now, the dead include both adults and children, while 10 survivors are receiving hospital treatment. Heavy rain triggered the landslides in the remote mountainous area. Now, the search for survivors continues, but the death toll may rise. Footage shows hundreds of people digging through dirt in search of trapped victims. Authorities say the warming atmosphere caused by climate change most likely contributed to extreme rainfall and flooding. And we close off news with this story that's quite interesting. Usually spotting a millipede doesn't spark much excitement, but this is one exception. A giant 25-centimeter dark brown millipede, undocumented for 126 years, was rediscovered in Makira Natural Park in Madagascar's largest and most pristine forest. It is one of 21 lost species rediscovered by the conservation organization Rewild during an expedition to the island last year, with results recently published. Now, Rewild aims to track species not seen for at least a decade, hoping to address data gaps and prevent extinctions. Christina Biggs, Rewild's lost species officer, spotted the giant millipede crawling over her boot outside her tent one morning and was delighted, noting it, and I quote, looked like it could give passionate, thorough millipede hugs. I don't know if I would want any of those, but I'm glad that the species does continue. That's where we wrap up your news. Let's head into sports.
Thanks, Chris. Definitely a story I think that put a smile on many of our faces this morning. But for now, let's focus on your sport headlines going into your Wednesday, starting off with rugby news. Now, Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus named a formidable 33-man squad for the Rugby Championship, led by double Rugby World Cup winning captain Siya Kolisi. Now, the championship kicks off against the Wallabies in Brisbane on Saturday, the 10th of August. The squad includes 22 World Cup winners and 5 2024 debutants. Now, Locke Ruanorkia is the only new addition to the group, having debuted against Wales in 2022. Jasper Visser is suspended while Andre Esterhuizen centre awaits a disciplinary hearing following his red card in the 64-21 win over Portugal. And then big news in football. Two major European football bodies, FIFA and the European leagues, are filing a complaint with the European Commission accusing FIFA of abusing its dominant position. Now, they allege that FIFA's unilateral decisions infringe EU competition law and constitute an abuse of dominance. Now, they argue that FIFA's dual role as regulator and competition organizer is a conflict of interest, citing recent calendar changes like the introduction of a 32-team Club World Cup set to debut in the US next year, with 12 European clubs. Then in tennis news this morning, former world number 1 and 3-time Grand Slam champion Andy Murray confirmed that he will retire after the Paris Olympics, marking the end of another chapter in tennis's golden age. Now ranked 121st, he's playing with a metal hip since 2019. Murray has faced recent injuries, including ankle damage and spine injury, but he keeps going. He ended Britain's 77-year wait for a men's champion at Wimbledon in 2013, added a second title in 2016 and won gold at the 2012 and 2016 Olympics, becoming the first player to win 2 Olympic singles golds. And we'll end off with some motorsport news. Former Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto has been appointed as the new leader of the Audi Formula One project. Now, Audi is set to debut in F1 in 2026, having taken full ownership of the Sauber team earlier this year. Starting the 1st of August, Binotto will replace Sauber CEO Andrea Seidl, who was initially named to head the future Audi team. The 54-year-old Binotto returns to F1 less than 2 years after leaving Ferrari at the end of the 2022 season. And that's a quick look at your major sports stories this morning. We'll have one more round for you just after 8. Right now, let's take our first look as to what's happening out on the roads. Carissa's got the deets.
Thank you, Ewan. As the roads wake up, let's have a look at them. We start out in Cape Town and Century City, where there's flooding before Sable Road, resulting in back-to-back traffic. Now, plan your route accordingly, as heavy delays are, of course, expected. Now, we stick in Cape Town, out in Milnerton. There is heavy congestion along the N7 North at Bosmansdam ramp. Delays are being experienced, so do allow for added travel time and maintain a safe following distance. That's where we wrap up your roads. Let's have a quick look at your weather. Cape Town's Department of Water and Sanitation says several areas, including the Blackheath industrial areas and parts of Claremont, will experience interruptions in water supply this week. The Metro says the water supply from Vredekloof, Valgelea, Orona, Morgenster, St Kilda, Marlborough Park, Black Brackenfell and the Okavango Park will be disrupted. Now, water supply to other areas will be interrupted tomorrow. It will be cut off between 9 and 6 o'clock throughout the day. We've got to look at that sunrise view of this hour before we wrap things up here. And from Muscle Bay, we had Pfizer getting in touch with this beautiful morning view. I have not seen the sky look like this in such a long time. It is stunning. The orange of that morning glow, just letting us know that today is not going to be a terrible day. It's going to be a great day indeed. We wish you a blessed day, Pfizer, and thank you so much for getting in touch with your picture. And this is another reminder to you to continue sharing your morning views with us on 0634088863. For now, though, let's have a look at your temperatures with what you can expect for today.
have it. Your temperature's going into your Wednesday. It's nice and icy cold. I hope you're not dealing with the sniffles out there. Make sure you stay healthy out there, people. Keep yourself nice and warm as well. And for now, maybe go and make yourself a cup of hot chocolate or coffee or tea or whatever you fancy, because we got lots heading your way still after the break. We're going to jump into the kitchen with Chef Mo for our culinary hotline, and she's making beautiful pulled pork croquettes. I mean, you know, I just looked at it this morning and I was like,
it looks delicious.
I mean, breakfast is sorted on another level for us this morning.
Lamb curry to croquettes. I mean, what else is there? I'm so excited to have a bite of that. Not only that, we're going to have a bite of somebody delicious. Her name is Zolani, the one who sings, and she's going to be performing for us. I cannot wait for it. Brace yourselves for something absolutely phenomenal. It's coming your way very soon, so stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hello and welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. We are heating things up in the kitchen right now with another edition of the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. I was the only one doing that, but it's fine. We're not going to do another round. Chef Mo, thank you very much for joining in.
Thank you.
They're nice and softly on this side. But yes, today's guest, she is no stranger to our TV screens. It is Chef Mo, renowned for creating bespoke culinary experiences for her international clients that highlight the vibrant flavors of South African cuisine. But now she's impressing us today here in studio, and she's back right now to show us how to make delicious pulled oxtail croquettes. I mean, just saying it, it sounds delicious. But remember, this is the Culinary Hotline Bling. So if you have any culinary questions or conundrums, you can join in on the discussion. You can send your voice notes to us on WhatsApp, 063408 8863. Chef Mo.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi there.
So there's some stuff that started sizzling there while I was talking, and that got me quite distracted. But here we are.
There we are. So we start off by making the oxtail, cooking it, getting it so nice and tender that you are able to shred it. So
now, how do you do that?
Everyone has their recipe.
Yes.
So this is just the normal, simple recipe. You don't need to go very crazy with it.
Yeah.
So you've got your onions going over there.
That's it.
Do you want to use the spoon?
I can actually.
That?
It'll be better.
And then you're going to go in with some carrot. Here we've got some tomato paste just to add. I love using tomato paste and puree and tomato in my food.
All right.
Because it just gives that intensity of the flavors. You're going to go with some bay leaves. When you're doing your onions and your carrots, I always add a bit of bay leaves just to give that bit of savouriness.
Okay.
And then you can also fry the tomato so that it's not so acidic.
Right.
So you get it going with the onions.
With the onions already.
There we go. And then we've got some garlic as well and a bit of mixed herbs. I love using fresh natural flavors.
Yeah.
So lots of herbs in the food, lots of natural spices, that type of thing. And then you're going to go in with your oxtail.
Okay, so the oxtail, just quickly talk me through, what have you done with it up until this point?
So we've just cooked it slightly, and now we're going to finish it off in that sort of like a mirepoix.
Okay.
Is what we call that mixture over there. Okay, so
Righto.
you're going to add in your rosemary. And
How much
you've
of
got
this do you
some-
want?
You can actually go in with all of that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you normally take it off from the stem, or do you actually just throw the whole thing in there like this?
I would go in because it's not going to end up in the end product.
Okay, so let's go with all of it for flavor.
All of it for flavor, and
Look
you
at
know
that.
you can add some stock to that, but we've got some stock in here.
Yeah.
That's your oxtail
So this all goes in here.
in there.
My goodness. Okay.
And some people like to add a little red wine to it as well, so
Yes.
you know anything goes. So that cooks down, and then once that is nice and tender, you're going to take the meat off the bone,
Yes.
shred it until you get to this point.
turn
So
this
you
down.
put it in a like a baking tray type of thing, and then you reserve the liquid, the cooking liquid that
Okay,
we've
so you
got
take it
here.
out, and then the liquid that you got there, you keep that.
Yes, because now it's
Righto.
cooked down and it gets to this point. Now you're going to make a roux. So you're going to,
I can see that Chef Mo's like, listen, there's a lot that we need to do here.
there's a lot. This is a labor of love, but
Yeah, for
people
sure.
love it so much. And because, you know, us South Africans, we love our oxtail, especially cold, rainy day. Oxtail is the perfect thing. So I thought, how do I elevate it? Let's make croquettes.
The croquettes.
So you're going to melt the butter in
Okay.
your pan over there.
And this is where I'm using this guy.
That's where the whisk comes in.
That's it. So that's nice and hot already. If you would like to get your hands on the recipe for our little pulled oxtail croquettes, you can just log on to our website, expressoshow.com. And remember, Chef Mo's here for you. If you have any questions, specifically maybe about how to make oxtail, if you have a conundrum in your own kitchen, please send your voice note 063 408 8863. And she's here on standby to answer all of your questions. Okay, so butter is melting.
Butter
Does it
is
need to be melted down completely?
Not really. So you can go in with your flour.
Okay, so this we
Okay.
just kind of like now
And
work in there.
that's going to thicken it a little bit.
All right.
You've made a roux before, right?
Yes, but it's been a while, so you're going to talk me through it.
Okay, so yes, you get to that stage, and now you're going to add, instead of like you usually add like milk or
Yes.
cream,
Oh,
so you're
now
going
you
to
add
add
that
your stock.
stock.
Yes, that
Right.
your cooking liquid.
Okay.
So that goes
You're going to go
in
for it?
a little bit.
Okay, so you don't want to go in, you want to go
Not
little
too
by
much.
little.
Yeah. And then that thickens. How's it looking now? Yes, you see how immediately
Yes.
that thickens.
And look
so
at that. Oh.
that stage, now you
Beautiful.
bring it into here, and that is going to sort of bind
I see.
all of this.
So can I bring it?
So you can bring that over.
Okay, and I mean, look how beautiful that is.
There we go, that's enough. And then mix that through. So then once you have got it all combined and mixed together, you're going to let it sit in the fridge
Right.
for a little bit so that it can really,
Really just bind together, because obviously we are making croquettes. You want to make sure that it stays in the shape
that's
that
exactly
you do.
it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh, that smells delicious. All those flavors coming out.
Yes.
Just quickly talk to me while we are making it here. How much liquid should you have in the pot when you do it with your mirepoix that you said, and once you've put in the meat as well?
you need about 2 cups of
About two-
cooking liquid.
Okay.
So depending on how much oxtail you have cooked,
Yeah.
you need about 2 cups so that everything can cook, and then also to have some reserved liquid. to
Right,
get
and
to
you
this
and you
point.
obviously cover it and let it just on a
Yes.
slow, low and slow.
Low and slow. With any tough cut of meat, you want to go really low and slow.
Righto, got it.
So it takes hours, but you know, labor
But it's
of love.
worth it. It's worth it.
Okay, so here you take a little bit. So I've got some flour, I've got some beaten egg, and I've got the breadcrumbs.
Right.
So you want to season your flour and your breadcrumbs. We've got some garlic powder, a little bit of mixed herbs, and just get that all, because everything is about flavor. You really want
Yes.
to build up on those flavors.
Exactly, because once you take a bite into one of these croquettes, I mean, you want to have that almost like that explosion of
Exactly.
flavor in your mouth with the softness of the meat as well, because you've done it perfectly. That's why.
Yes. Right, now this part is a bit messy. So once it's all set,
Yeah.
you just take a little bit into your hand. Get
But
it
obviously
into
it'll
the
be
bowl.
better when it's cold, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Easier to handle. So I've got a little bowl of water here that also helps. You go into the flour,
Right.
dip, dip, dip. As you notice, I didn't use much flour in here because
Yeah,
obviously
exactly.
that also thickens once it stands. It starts to thicken up as well. So
Right.
into the flour, coat, and then into the egg. So you got to use one dry hand, one wet hand.
Right.
Yes.
And then into
And
your
then
crumbs.
Into your crumbs. Coat that up. Is our oil nice and warm?
Can we just acknowledge the fact that she makes it look so easy? Chef Mo, I mean, come on now. You know, I bet you if I even had a go at this, it would not come out like that at all. I would be messy all over the place.
And there you have your little croquette, and then that goes into the oil.
Okay, so into the oil here. So
Yes.
this has been heating up. How do we check that the oil is the correct temperature for this?
You can actually use a wooden spoon, and if you see little bubbles forming around the sides, then you know your oil is ready. So
Like that?
Yes, you can also use a bit of
Kinda.
bread
It can
crumb.
probably go just a little bit more.
Yeah, because you also don't want it too hot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just going to get a burnt croquette,
Right.
and that's not going
I
to look
see.
cute on your
Okay, I
plated
tell you what,
dish.
we are gonna let this heat for a little bit,
Yes.
and then we'll come back and we'll show you how it's done. But for now, that is what it would look like if we have a final product like that, because I cannot wait to get a taste of that. Thank you very much, Chef Mo. Appreciate
so
that.
much.
If you want to get your hands on the recipe, once again, it's on our website, expressoshow.com, for our pulled oxtail croquettes. It's decadent, it's delicious, and it's bursting with flavor. Stick around for our next culinary hotline adventure, heading your way soon.
Oh, that looks absolutely delicious. I hope that they're going to keep me one of those. But right now, it is time for another episode of Handy Heroes. And today, the experts from Riverside Mega Mica in Vanderbilt Park, Gauteng, share their DIY hacks and also valuable paint tips to help make your next DIY project so much easier.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Riverside Mega Mica in Vanderbilt Park.
We've been going for roughly 18 years. Started off as a small hardware store, and we've grown over the years. We've ended up a mega store after 18 years.
Mica is a very big shop. It's not only Mica, it's a Riverside Mega Mica. So this store has everything, anything that you need under one roof. If you are from the Free State, you are from the Gauteng area, we can deliver.
We pride ourselves on exceptional customer service. We always have. So we know our customers, they know us, and they know that we'll never let them down.
We have a team that has more than 5 to 10 years experience in that. So they give you absolute, the greatest product, absolute the greatest color that you need that will make your family happy. You can even ask Eden Elizabeth.
Plascon is synonymous with quality. We stock the brand, our customers love the brand. It's a good product at a good price, and they know that they're going to get their durability and the finishes that they expect out of the brand.
I would go with Plascon Mica Tex. It's one of the best paints that you can get for your walls outside. It's any color that you need, and we have varieties of colors that you can choose from that we can mix to your satisfaction.
Riverside Mega Mica, let us show you how.
Handy Heroes, powered by Plascon. Together, we've got this.
They sure did make that so much easier for us to tackle that next DIY that you've been putting off. Yes, I'm looking at you right now. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back to your Feel Good Breakfast show, we still have so much more coming your way. Chef Mo is, yes, she's back in the kitchen, and she's making something sweet to end off the delights that we've had today. Something like a peppermint crisp tartlet. Very excited to get into that South African classic. Not only that, Zolani, the one who sings, is still here. She's still going to perform for us. We've been keeping you waiting because it is so worth it. So stick around to find out. Grab something warm, and we'll see you after this.
When the cracks start to show, our strength and resilience is legendary. Mica Tex, strong enough to endure anything.
welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Expresso on S3, and we're going to make you feel your best self for this Wednesday morning because joining us is Zolani Mahola, the one who sings. Now, she's going to be performing at the Red Hill Arts Festival that's going to be taking place until this Sunday, the 28th of July. Get your tickets. It starts out at 20 Rand, so bring the whole family because you're going to want to see this wonderful performer do her thing. Zolani, welcome.
Thank you.
Haven't been here in a while. How have you been?
It's been very long. I've been very good, thank you. Lots of amazing things.
Been a stranger. Don't do that again.
Never a stranger. Never.
Listen, you recently celebrated your birthday, so happy belated.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's the day after my Diba Day. So cancer flying that hero flag.
I love that. What has this new age brought for you, do you think?
It's brought a lot. I mean, I've gone into a podcasting era.
Oh my goodness, we love to see it.
I've got a podcast called Back to the Water. I was actually just at the Tribeca Film Festival in New York City. We won a really massive award.
Incredible,
I've been traveling around the States. I've been traveling over London, doing a lot of wonderful gigs.
Oh my gosh, what is your podcast about?
It's about our connection to the ocean. Yeah, and particularly us as South Africans and our connection to our sea. So it's really a beautiful podcast. Please do check it out.
You can't see it, but I just got goosebumps when you said that because it is such a connection. I feel it. Having grown up close to the water, I definitely understand that too.
Yes.
Okay, Red Hill Festival, you're performing on the last day. What can we expect? What are you bringing to the table?
So I'm going to be performing with a group that I've been putting together over these last couple of years. It's called the Feminine Force, and it's all women, all femmes, and it's really beautiful, indigenous, folky, but with a powerful punch, all these really rocking women. So we'll be performing there at Music X on the Sunday. And before that, we'll also be in Joburg actually at Music X. Yeah, so lots of beautiful things happening.
Busy, busy girl.
Very busy.
I'm so glad you fit us into your schedule on the Feel Good Breakfast Show. Well, Zolani, I'm going to let you take to the stage. I can't wait. I'll be singing there in the back, okay?
Yes.
Woo-hoo. Take it away. Zolani, the one who sings.
Thank you so much. It is morning time, so I'm going to start off with a really gentle little tune called Dibabe. Dibabe, Dibabe, Dio higo lamla o etaliwan when you wela gulamla o etaliwan asihleli ku yekwezinsuku andide difike kuwe hlebe asivasithulumbuwe ndishile etale babe weni babe anioigo lamla Let it Yes, so that song is called Dibama, and it's actually on my solo album that is under the name The One Who Sings, which is an artist name that I've taken on these last few years, but you'll always know me as Zolani Mahola. It's off my album called Te Tamama. This song is called Once upon a time, there was the song Sasigama. We were the song Sigwaigama. We are the song. It goes li 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 Once upon a time, there were the stars. We were the stars, and guess what? Thank you very much, everybody. I'm Zolani Mahola.
That was
What can you say?
Incredible,
What can you
magical,
say?
transformative. It transported me to other realms. I don't know. about
There's
you.
a reason she's one of our most celebrated artists. I mean, she is absolutely fantastic. So catch her at the Red Hill Arts Festival. She's performing on the last day.
She is performing on the last
and you do
day.
not want to miss it with the Feminine Force.
They saved the best for last.
Oh, it's going to be incredible. Zolani Mahola, thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. It's always nice to have you on the show. But we need to just quickly taste because I figured I'm not going to do this alone.
These balls are staring me in the eyes.
Oxtail
like, we gotta do it.
croquettes.
Yum.
Okay, we made this earlier with Chef Mo. Do you mind going in there? I'm going to go in there with my fingers.
And then it's got like a chakalaka reduction at the bottom.
Oh, this smells amazing.
Incredible. Okay, well, we have so much coming your way as we indulge in this good stuff. I mean, look at
it's
him
good.
already.
That
I
is very
can't
good.
wait for it. We definitely are going to we're going to taste
Did you get
this.
lost now?
I did get lost. I got lost in the balls. Okay. No, we definitely in the croquettes. Stop it, Ewan. Okay. We are going to come back after the short break and definitely get into Graham's beautiful moment. He's going fishing. We're going to have to see what happened down there. And then we get back into the kitchen because not only are we making croquettes, but we are also making crispy peppermint tartlets with the beautiful Chef Mo. We'll see you after the break. This looks delicious. Let me just have a bite.
Very dry, tight, sensitive skin. Relieve itchy skin in just 60 seconds with Aveeno's Skin Relief Moisturizing Lotion. Aveeno.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for being here. We've eaten good stuff, but of course we've got to end off with something sweet. And as we wrap up today's culinary hotline, we are in for a delightful treat with Chef Mo. Yes, she's still in the building. Now she's going to show us how to make a peppermint crisp cup that are so easy to prepare. And also, most importantly, I just know for a fact that they are delicious because anytime you have something tart, something peppermint crisp coming together, it's going to be a good time, Chef Mo.
It is, and this dessert is so South African,
Yes.
so iconic. It's our favorite. So, and also, I must confess,
tell me,
baking is not my forte.
Oh, you and me both.
I always look for the easy way out when it comes to desserts, and I keep it simple. Yet I still, want to rep our country,
Right.
and our favorite things. And this is one of them. So. Have you made this tart before?
I have not. I'm also not a pro at baking, so I try not to touch anything. I buy them, or I ask my aunts to make them for me. Yeah. So where do we start?
So it usually starts with a biscuit base. So you use
of
your
course.
favorite biscuit, and you add some melted butter to the crumbs. So you got it like if you're having a long and a bad day, you take those biscuits and a rolling pin and you just
go for it. Or you
for it.
imagine it's somebody's face that you really don't like, and then you
I mean, if you're choosing violence that day.
Sorry, I apologize to the nation.
Okay, and then you're going to get it into that sort of consistency. You can use a muffin tin. What I like about this is that you get individual desserts.
Yes.
So that
no one's fighting over the whole.
Yes.
Because it will be a fight. You know what I mean?
There might be.
When it comes to dessert, of course.
It will be a thing of, like, if you make one big one, it's like, why is my slice smaller than
Exactly.
so and so?
Especially peppermint crisp tarts.
Yeah.
I mean, that already smells amazing.
So you're going to press that mixture into here and you bring it up alongside the walls of the muffin tin.
Okay.
And you're going to put that in the fridge so that it sets, and then it's easily to take that out. And then your mixture is very super simple. You're going to go with some caramel and a bit of whipped cream. So I'm going to just get the cream going. You don't want to go, ooh, there we go. You don't want to go too crazy with the cream, just like, you know, when it's like nice, soft and fluffy.
Yes.
Because, yeah, and then I'm just going to try to get another spoon, or I'll use that
use this one.
spoon. And then I'm going to, you need to soften your caramel.
Okay.
So just get it to a nice consistency once it comes out of the tin. You can also make caramel from scratch.
How do you make caramel?
With condensed milk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
there
you
go,
put that in a pot of boiling water.
Wait,
and
so
let
that's
that
just
go.
condensed milk?
It's essentially, yes, condensed milk.
I was today years old when I found that out.
Okay, are you set there?
I think so. Which one? This one? This one?
That one.
This one.
Yeah. So then that just goes, and then that's also, we get that into there.
You know what? Yes, go ahead.
We'll go this route. Then you take your peppermint chocolate.
I'm gonna rinse my hands.
You just crush that nicely, and then you want to get some of those bits in there as well. And you want to save some of that peppermint chocolate for your topping.
Okay, so you crush this how? Also just using the back of something, or just something like the end of something, a rolling pin just going in?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And then you choose violence.
Yes.
In that moment.
Only in that moment, though.
Yes.
Any other moment we choose peace, okay? It's
At
a feel-good
all
breakfast
times.
show for a reason.
At all times.
Okay.
So, yeah, you see it gets a bit lighter. So we can actually add in a little bit more cream.
Okay, cool.
Let's go with some more of that.
So what color are we looking for? Let's go this way.
Like, you just want it, because caramel can be quite sweet.
Yes.
So the cream sort of tones it down a little bit. And you can add a little bit of those, that
Would you say like
crushed-
half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with half. And then you just pop this mixture into your biscuit bases.
So you don't bake these first so that they, you know?
No, because it's already, the biscuit that you use is already baked.
Right.
So this is a bake-free dessert.
I see what you mean when you said easy.
You
'cause
know.
This is a couple of steps and then we have something incredible.
Yes, and then I'm going to give you the honors.
Oh, wow.
Just
Okay,
start
thank
with
you.
that.
And
Like,
how much do we go in with?
as much as you want.
They don't rise, so whatever we
don't.
put in is what we will have, right?
Exactly. So
Okay.
that's going to sit in the fridge. You can actually, when you're having a dinner party or whichever occasion, make this ahead of time, let it sit in the fridge. By the time it comes to dessert, it sits, it's ready. No stress, you get to sit down.
And enjoy.
And enjoy.
Now, me personally, I'm not waiting for a dinner party to have this, to be honest. Like, I'm just going to do this on a casual Tuesday afternoon and make sure that my day and week is sorted. Okay, do we top it now with the rest of the chocolate?
You can actually, because that also helps to absorb some more of that peppermint.
Oh, wow.
There's something about caramel and peppermint chocolate.
Absolutely.
And those flavors just all come together.
They just speak to one another. I don't know if any other country would agree, but honestly, South Africans have done the things when it comes to making peppermint something delicious, right?
And you know, tourists tell me all the time the food that they experience here in South Africa, they're like, their minds are blown.
Oh, yeah?
We have such good, amazing cuisine.
And variety,
And
too.
variety.
Yeah.
You know, like, when you come to South Africa, you're not necessarily going to ask for, you know, French or Italian. They want to experience our flavors, our heritage.
Yes.
And that's the type of thing that I sort of
Beautiful.
try to relay.
Well, let's try one. And then also I'm going to put this question to you. It's really tough, but what is your favorite South African, either dessert or meal? Not to make, to enjoy.
To enjoy, I must say my mom makes a really good chicken biryani or chicken acne.
Delicious.
Does she make it for us? Not really, so I'm just, putting this out to my mom. Just saying.
Not you throwing shade at your mother right now on national TV.
And my favorite dessert, oh gosh, iconic malva pudding.
Of course. With custard?
With custard.
Cold or warm?
I would do custard and ice cream. Because why not?
Why not?
Yes.
I absolutely love your thinking, Chef Mo. Let's try this out. I'm just going to use, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to use it. The spatula is going to help us split this in half. Well, you can find this recipe on expressoshow.com, and I know for sure it's going to be a crowd favorite. Look at that. Absolutely delicious. Mmm. Familiar, nostalgic, but elevated.
Quick and easy to make. And look how perfectly it all came together. It's set, it's done. Now you get to sit down and have a fat conversation.
Chef Mo, can I take you home with me, please?
Of course.
Deliciousness. Please make this at your next gathering of your good friends. I'm gonna have another bite.
Oh man, I think we just got to take a quick pause on those beautiful little desserts. Man, it looks delicious. Thank you so much, ladies. Really appreciate that. But speaking about pause, we know it. Life's most precious wonders unfold in those rare moments when we pause, when we breathe, and just savor the simple joys of life. And speaking of which, Graham found his slice of happiness, #with Jacobs, on a serene fishing trip. So let's join him and dive into this beautiful moment together.
Just breathe it all in. When you get a moment of zen, grab it with both hands, because they don't come around very often, or at least not in my world. Now, it looks like I found a place of zen in the Lanceria country estate. It is exquisite out here, and I'm going to be inspired by my Jacobs team and create a moment just for myself and try my hand at fly fishing with a little help of the Sundowner Fly Fishing Adventure team. Let's go. Ivan, first of all, thank you. This is absolutely beautiful. You've got yourself a little slice of heaven. What can guests get out of this experience with you guys?
Just being out here, you don't hear the screaming traffic down the streets, and the opportunity to come out here, it's so short. We try and say to people, look, it's great to go to Dahlstrom and go out and have a long weekend, but spend 6 hours on the road. Why not? Sure. You can do it for cheaper and come and enjoy yourself right here.
Buddy, I have a feeling we are kindred spirits. I think, however, your office is a little better than mine, or maybe this is our office today. But when someone connects with your incredible organization, what can they look forward to?
Okay, so I think it's about lifestyle. It's about learning, for instance, a new sport. It's about being passionate about doing something where you can do something as an individual or as a family. You're getting fresh air. We're very much eco-friendly. Now, I've got the best job in the world and my guides, because when people come here, they come in to de-stress and they come in to relax.
I love the fact that you've opened up this community, because I think a lot of people think it's only for someone else who's got all the bank, got the technical stuff, got all the equipment. I've only been here for a few minutes and I feel different. What have you gotten out of doing this sport and kind of hosting, facilitating these kind of moments?
I love people. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm also passionate about nature. So here you're actually combining all of this. And the thing which I think fly fishing is different to a lot of other sports is that it's not about force. So not only does the process in the fly fishing be used for the fishing, but you can also apply it to life and to work.
So talk me through what you generally will go into battle with.
Okay, so they've got so many different toys. Of course, you need somewhere to put it. So a fly fishing jacket is always a very useful item to have. And all these pockets are filled with a range of wonderful goodies, ranging from flies to things to cut the line so you don't end up with just gums when you're older and no teeth. So there's a fly rod. We're going to just now go through the different process of actually how to cast this baby so that we can get these flies into the water. But yeah, this is, I guess, the mystery that everyone says, why do you call it fly fishing? And if you just look at this little hook, which is tied with a couple of feathers, and this imitates a little, what they call a lake dragon. On the rods, you've got a floating line, which essentially is going to sit on the top of the water, and then you've got the gut, which is your leader, and that's connected to the fly. Just keep the rod down for me for starters. So if you can just twist that drag on the inside, just turn it forward for me, that's it. Okay, then pull some line, keep the rod down the whole time, and so you can keep your hand just in a comfortable position there. Pull some more line, keep dropping at your feet. You've got a weighted fly line with a flexible rod, and when you're casting, you put a bit of energy into the rod that goes with the fly line, but then the fly line also helps to make the rod flex a little bit. So it's accelerate, stop, wait for it to open, and then accelerate and bring it down. And then forward. Okay, one more.
Okay.
Okay, a little bit too far back. Try it, there you go. That's much better.
I loved so much about today's experience. I think meeting Wayne, first box ticked, what an absolute gent. And I think he is clearly very passionate about opening up this joy, this passion for what he does to other people, to get a little taste of this. And the little taste I got, I loved. I would say undoubtedly the most challenging aspect of the lesson was bringing it all together and actually catching a fish, because I didn't catch a fish today. But I've learned through the job, when you least expect it, that's when you strike, that's when you land. Just breathe, get that rhythm, find a beautiful slice of heaven just like this, and take it all in. If the fish comes, great. If they don't, you've still had a few hours in an exquisite setting like this. Best of both worlds. Wow, just a couple of hours out in nature feels like an incredible unplug. I feel disconnected from all the hustle and bustle, calm, at peace. And I can continue to feed the soul with something warm inside. And of course, a beautiful cup of coffee, your perfect companion for any adventure, especially if you just want to press pause.
My man Graham, it's in the hips, buddy. It's in the hips when you do the fly fishing.
Did he catch anything?
I don't think so. But I mean, he's learned. Fly fishing is a skill, eh? I mean, it really is a skill. I mean, I can do the normal fishing from the rocks or the beach or in a dam, but the fly fishing thing, I've tried it once before.
And it's hard.
It's a challenge. So, buddy, well done. Well done. So, cheers to that. We're having a lovely morning together. I hope you guys are having a lovely morning with us as well this morning. Go grab yourself a cup of coffee. Here's something in it for you then very quickly. You stand the chance to win one of 3 Jacobs Cadbury hampers valued at 500 Rand each. All you need to do is simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us what's your at Jacobs Kroning SA coffee order in the morning and how does it give you the courage to take on the day. Now, don't forget to include that hashtag with Jacobs. This competition closes on the 26th of July. T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Cheers.
Find your wonderful. Jacobs, wunderbar.
Oh.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar. Absolutely
Wunderbar.
wonderful. On your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we still have loads coming your way. Jody Williams, a name that we all know and love. Of course, we saw that incredible performance of her at the Springboks game, and she decided, you know what, I'm going to wear green in the spirit of winning today. And she also gets to sit down with us and maybe perform for us.
Yeah, and I can't wait to just delve into her story a little bit from taking a break from the music scene, now being back, and how the timing is perfect as well. So we'll chat to her in just a little bit. And then, of course, Carissa's got a whole dish of some entertainment news heading your way. It's a lot.
Delicious.
We're going to smell-lack it on that. Stick around. We'll see you after the break.
Got a cold or flu? Effervescent Carenza Paracy has got your back, specially formulated to effectively relieve pain, fever, and nasal congestion. And to make you feel even better, 2 lucky viewers each stand a chance to win 4,000 Rand cash by answering the questions on the Carenza Paracy competition post on the Expresso social media pages using hashtag @OTCWinter in your answer. Competition closes 2nd August. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso right here on S3. And as you can see, Carissa is just quickly preparing and gearing up for the last round of news headlines. We'll also be diving into your sports, traffic and weather. Maar voor ons enigiets anders doen, kom ons kyk wat sê julle mense op die socials. And we had a question for you this morning that we posed. And we said, if you could enjoy or eat only one type of cuisine for the rest of your life, which would it be? Is there Italian, Thai, South African? What would it be? So let's quickly take a look at some of the comments coming through. Teresa says, good morning to you, Teresa, my beautiful, beloved Expresso family. It would be Asian cuisine. It's versatile. I also love spices, and they're also healthy options as well. I fully agree with you on that. Thank you very much, Teresa. Gail, good morning to you. I will stick to South African food because we do it all anyways. Indian, Italian, Thai, you name it, which is very, very true. We really take on board all those different flavors. Jeremy, good morning to you. Thanks for your comment. It says definitely Italian. Oh, pasta, spaghetti, bolognese, pizza, macaroni and cheese, and most Italian foods. Viva Italia. I can see a little bit of a favoritism there, my friend, but I enjoy it. I love it. Geraldine says, good morning, Expresso fam. Good morning to you, Geraldine. Definitely South African and Indian cuisine for me. Eish, who can go through life without a mutton bunny, biryani or milk dart? You know what? I stand with you. I stand with you for sure. So thank you very much for all those comments. Just getting an insight into what you do enjoy. Keep those comments coming. You can also send us some voice notes, 0634088863. If you had to eat only one type of cuisine for the rest of your life, what would it be? Right now, time for those news headlines. Carissa is standing by.
Just a minute before we hit the top of the hour, let's check in with your national news first, where hundreds of workers at the South African Bureau of Standards, or the SABS, have downed tools during a demonstration outside the company's headquarters in Pretoria yesterday. Now, the workers belonging to the National Education, Health and Allied Workers Union, or NEHAWU, embarked on the strike action against the company's payment and employment structure. There are concerns that the new plan will have a negative impact on workers' salaries and benefits. The union is seeking to approach the new Minister of Trade, Industry and Competition, Ibrahim Patel, in the hopes of resolving the current impasse. Cape Town Metro has deployed more law enforcement officers to crime-prone business centres. Mayor Jordan Hill-Lewis announced the initiative as part of their crime-fighting plan for Bellville, Mitchells Plain and Wynberg. 18 officers are now stationed in Bellville's central business area, while 32 are split between Mitchells Plain and Wynberg. This is in addition to the 100 dedicated officers already in the main CBD. Hill-Lewis emphasised that increasing police presence aims to enhance safety and stimulate economic activity in the mother city. Moving on to international news, anti-government protests have been common in Kenya recently, but on Tuesday, demonstrators in Nairobi rallied in support of the government. Pro-government protesters clashed with anti-government rivals, prompting police to fire tear gas. Protests, which began in June against proposed tax hikes, have evolved into a broader movement against President William Ruto's government. More than 50 people have been killed after initially peaceful marches turned violent, with police opening fire. Anti-government protesters are calling for Ruto to resign and for systematic change to tackle corruption as well as poor governance. Scientists have found high levels of cocaine in 13 Brazilian sharp-nosed sharks off the coast of Rio de Janeiro. Marine biologists from the Oswaldo Cruz Foundation detected cocaine concentrations in the sharks' muscles and livers up to 100 times higher than previously recorded in aquatic creatures. Now, the cocaine likely enters the water through illegal drug labs or the excrement of drug users. Though less likely, packs of cocaine lost or dumped by traffickers might also be a source. All studied female sharks were pregnant, but the impact on their fetuses remain unknown. Well, we close off news today with this really feel-good story in South Africa, where the 46th session of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee is deliberating in New Delhi this week on the potential World Heritage status for 2 Western Cape sites and 1 KZN site. South Africa has put forward its nominations after years of stakeholder engagement, quality assurance and international evaluation. Now, the nomination, titled The Emergence of Modern Human Behaviour, the Pleistocene Occupation Sites of South Africa, includes Kloof Rock Shelter near Elands Bay, Pinnacle Point Site Complex in Mossel Bay, and Sibudu Cave in KwaDukuza, KZN. Western Cape Minister of Cultural Affairs and Sports, Ricardo Mackenzie, highlights these sites as global archaeological treasures, symbolizing resilience, creativity and innovation. South Africa currently has 10 World Heritage sites. Definitely have some bragging rights there, and we hope that carries off into your sporting world. Right now, here's Ewan with the latest.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Let's quickly take a last look at your major sports stories going into your Wednesday morning, starting off with rugby news. Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus named a formidable 33-man squad for the Rugby Championship, led by double Rugby World Cup winning captain Siya Kolisi. Now, the championship kicks off against the Wallabies in Brisbane on Saturday, the 10th of August. The squad includes 22 World Cup winners and 5 2024 debutants. Now, Locke Ruanorkia is the only new addition to the group, having debuted against Wales in 2022. Jasper Wiese, number 8, is suspended, while Andre Esterhuizen, centre, awaits a disciplinary hearing following his red card in the 64-21 win over Portugal. Then in major football news, two big European football bodies, FIFPro and the European leagues, are filing a complaint with the European Commission accusing FIFA of abusing its dominant position. Now, they allege that FIFA's unilateral decisions infringe EU competition law and constitute an abuse of dominance. Now, they argue that FIFA's dual role as regulator and competition organizer is a conflict of interest, citing recent calendar changes like the introduction of a 32-team Club World Cup set to debut in the US next year with 12 European clubs. We'll definitely follow that story closely. In tennis news this morning, former world number 1 and 3-time Grand Slam champion Andy Murray confirmed that he will retire after the Paris Olympics, marking the end of another chapter in tennis's golden age. Now ranked 121st and playing with a metal hip since 2019, Murray has faced recent injuries, including ankle damage and spine surgery. He ended Britain's 77-year wait for a men's champion at Wimbledon in 2013, added a second title in 2016, and won gold at the 2012 and 2016 Olympics, becoming the first player to win 2 Olympic singles golds. Definitely an incredible and formidable player. And we'll end off with motorsport this morning. Former Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto has been appointed as the new leader of the Audi Formula One project. Now, Audi is set to debut in F1 in 2026, having taken full ownership of the Sauber team earlier this year. Starting the 1st of August, Binotto will replace Sauber CEO Andrea Seidl, who was initially named to head the future Audi team. The 54-year-old Binotto returns to F1 less than 2 years after leaving Ferrari at the end of the 2022 season. And that is where we leave your sport headlines for your Wednesday morning. Let's quickly get a last look at what's happening out on the roads, and also a last look at your temperatures.
Thank you so much, Ewan. Let's have a final look at your roads, and we stick in Cape Town right now, where there's back-to-back traffic in various areas of Cape Town due to wet roads. Be sure to exercise caution while driving and make use of your headlights, and of course maintain a safe following distance. We want you to arrive alive out in Somerset West in Cape Town. There is congestion on the N2 outbound towards Victoria Interchange. Delays are expected, so do allow for added travel time. That's where we wrap up your roads today. Let's have a final look at your weather. Environmental news this morning is that President Cyril Ramaphosa signed the Climate Change Bill into law yesterday, establishing a national climate change response that includes both mitigation and adaptation actions. Now, this act represents South Africa's fair contribution to the global climate response. It also aligns policies influencing the country's climate strategy to ensure a smooth transition to a low-carbon, climate-resilient economy and society free from policy contradictions. Furthermore, the law aims to enhance South Africa's capacity to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, build climate resilience and minimize job losses while creating new opportunities in the emerging green economy. Some good news there. And now heading into a good view. Well, this morning, our beautiful morning view was sent through out in Margate. This is from Jennifer. Beautiful work, Jennifer. Are you a photographer? Is the question, because look how you've captured this Wednesday morning so beautifully with the waves coming in, meeting the golden sky. Definitely a good day indeed. And you, of course, can continue sharing your morning views with us on 063-408-8863. We still have a week to get through, so make sure that you think about it when you wake up in the mornings. For now, though, let's have a final look at your temperatures.
Nice and chilly all around. That was a quick last look at your temperatures. Now you know exactly what to pack in the boot of your car to make sure, especially in Cape Town. We just never know.
Every single season is covered in my boot.
I'm sure it is. Listen, we're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, we finally sit down with Jody Williams. Yes. She is everything. She's a superstar. She's just an all-around fantastic person. She's here to talk about her journey, her music, and what is to come from this incredible talent that is Jody Williams. Stick around. Here she is.
Yes, she is. She's right next to us, looking absolutely fabulous. And we also have to delve into the world of entertainment news, so that comes your way straight after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You tune into a feel-good breakfast show. This is Expresso right here on S3. We still have some time left with you, so make sure you stay right where you are. Joining us right now, we have Jody Williams. She is just fantastic. She's a singer who really describes herself as a go-getter, and that is exactly what she is, with the motto, live life to the fullest. And she is doing exactly that right now. She recently performed at the Springboks game this past weekend, and if you missed it, here's a quick look. Williams! What a superstar.
She looks the part, she sounds the part, and she broke our hearts. I just thought I would rhyme there because she left us for a little while. Jody, we got to talk about this journey in your music career because it has been a journey, right? You came through guns blazing and then decided to take a pause before, of course, you came back and blew our minds again. So what was that like for you? What did you do? What did you get up to? What perspective did you gain?
Well, let's first start why I left. Well, the music industry is very tricky. So being young, I was 17 when I came in, didn't know anything. You know, they don't tell you the ins and outs, do's and don'ts. So you kind of figure it out along the way, and people take advantage of you, and then it becomes more of a job than, you know what I mean, than what you actually want to do. And and then I kind of lost the passion for it. And then I was like, okay, maybe I should just get this up and do a 9 to 5. I kind of, you know,
How
just
did that work for you?
It's actually it's not that bad.
Okay, nice. She's a woman of many talents. What did you get up to?
Well, because I wasn't studying and things like, you know, you got to start from the bottom and work your way up. So admin was, you know, reception and that's kind of where it went to.
My goodness, look, I can understand. I mean, for somebody that entered the music industry the way you did, with so much hype around it, winning that music competition, it was an incredible moment for you, and I can understand the pressure that comes with it. So what have you gained out of it by taking a step back, looking at the music industry and finally making that decision to, listen, maybe it is time for me to make a return?
Well, I know a lot of things now that I didn't know before. More wiser, if I can put it that way. So I'm coming in more cautious.
Sure.
Yeah, you know,
and on
just
your own
treading
terms.
lightly.
On your own terms. I like that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Listen,
wonderful. Can I just say, sorry, Ewan, I'm glad that you're back. Can I just put that out there? I mean, that performance solidified for many South Africans that we've missed you, one. And also, come on, girl, where's the album? Like, we need to hear this voice on our radio, see you more on our TVs, etc.
I am thinking of, you know, I have thought about it, like in this week, to be specific. Maybe I should. So. Yeah, it's a lot to think about.
I think you should. It seems like so you've only recently now made a return, right? And you kicked off for that moment we're seeing right there now. I mean, let's talk about that moment, because for any artist to have that opportunity in front of that many people to open an important game, it is a dream come true.
Oh yeah. I don't even know how they found me, to be honest.
So how did it happen?
Thank you.
How did it happen?
Apparently, somebody from the entertainment, the agency for the Springboks, they got my number from Jackie from Jamali.
No.
I don't even know how she still had my details, but thank you.
And then?
And then do you want to do the anthem? I was like, yeah.
I was going to say, was that like an easy yes for you? Yeah. Are you a fan of the Springboks, of rugby, of the game?
Yes.
Well, you dressed the part as well.
Yes.
I think actually they owe the winning to you. Can we just say that? We're just gonna put it out there.
We'll put it down to Jody Williams. Yeah, to sprinkle that little bit of a magic before the game.
Yes.
Listen, what's happening in your life right now? What's the plan going forward? We are entering Women's Month. I mean, you couldn't pick a better time to step back into the music industry, which I think is great.
Yeah. Well, we've got a show coming up. Myself, Corin, Sasha, Jamali, and Robin Peters as well. He arranged the show at Grand West on the 11th. 11th of August, and it's been sold out for the last 2 weeks. I just found out from Robin this morning.
Empower her.
That's great.
Resilience.
Look at the lineup with you leading the way there. How incredible. That's you. Sold out, you're saying. Okay, that's really good
If I'm looking at you, Jody, it almost looks like you can't believe currently what is happening in your own life.
It's been a while, guys. It's been a while.
What goes through your mind? What is the process? Is it kind of like taking it a day at a time?
I don't want to rush anything, and I don't want to fall back into the reason why I left in the first place. So let me just, you know, I'll find my way and we'll get there.
Lovely. Well, I definitely can't wait to have you back in studio to hear about said album. Yes, I'm putting it out there and holding you responsible.
Putting it into the universe.
We can start with an EP maybe and then go into an album. But definitely so excited to have you back.
Thanks for having me.
Nice. Good. Thank you very much. We can't wait. You're going to be performing for us in just a bit. But I really do feel, knowing you for so many years and having to see you grow on this Expresso stage as well, you are in a good place right now. And I think this is where you're going to shine. So I know it's going to be amazing. Stick around. Her vocals is on point. It is amazing. She's going to perform for us in a little bit. But for now, let's get your wallet on point for a second. Get your lucky numbers ready for the life-changing lotto jackpot, estimated at 78 million rand. today. I mean, what are you waiting for, people? Come on, play Lotto for an estimated 78 million rand jackpot today, and you could become Mzansi's next big multi-millionaire.
Imagine that title on your CV. Come on. Well, you can buy your tickets. No, I wouldn't put it. You can buy your tickets today in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, or you could head over to the mobile app. There's also cell phone banking that you can make use of, or simply dial *120 *7529# for all USSD. I went pretty quickly there, but these details, of course, are going to be on our social media pages. You can find us at expressoshow.com, and please do check them out and make sure you get yourself in the running to win big. That's the Lotto jackpot estimated at 78 million rand today.
Absolutely. And like we always say, if you're going to go play the Lotto, please do so responsibly as well. We're going to take a very quick break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, Jody Williams, she's here. She's going to gear up for an epic performance, and Carissa dishes on all things entertainment. Lots to get through. Stick around. We'll see you now.
We connect more countries than any other airline. Turkish Airlines.
Sure, come on. Sure, come on. You say.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and it is time now to dive into the world of entertainment news and catch up on some of the favorite celebrities and what they are doing. Carissa?
Definitely. Speaking about favorite celebrities, shall we invite Jody in to chat with us?
No, we'll invite her later when we have a rusk, because I want to find out about me time. She's talking about me time later on. I'll pick her brain a bit.
Okay, that's a cute moment. We'll save that for a little bit later. Let's delve into entertainment news. Up first, not the best of news, but we do celebrate her life. Former Miss Teen South Africa, Esther Terblanche, she recently passed away. You might know her from All My Children.
wow.
She was just 51 years old, and unfortunately, management did confirm the tragic demise to People magazine, and they put out a statement. They say that a cause of death is a little bit uncertain at the moment, but they did find her body already deceased.
Oh, really?
So that was quite unfortunate. It was a day before that she passed away after being found. So we definitely are sending prayers to her family, but also celebrating her life. As I said, she was such an incredible talent, and we continue to celebrate that as we move forward, right?
May she rest in peace.
Absolutely. Well, moving on to other news and entertainment, singer Boosie, we spoke about her not too long ago. She is back, baby, and back and better. She has had a comeback after taking a break from the music industry since 2016. So just a couple of years, almost reaching that 10-year mark, but she said, no, I've got to come back. And she recently has done quite a bit of media, you know, and people are curious, where have you been? What have you been doing? Why did you leave the music industry? And thank you for being back. Well, let's take a look at what she said.
People give my ex-husband way too much credit by saying he made me quit music. He didn't. It was time for me to take a break. I wanted to start a family. I wanted to have children. And I needed to be there because I know how the industry is.
Yeah.
You know, I needed to be there for my children. I wanted to be present for my children. And I knew that if I continue with being in the industry, there was no way that I was going to be that kind of a mother to my children.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that she's just opening up now.
Yes.
And I love also the fact that she took her, or rather put herself first, took a step back. And we did speak to Jody now about the pressures of the industry and the music industry specifically, you know, and maybe it is a good thing to just take that step back. And I'm glad she did. You can see,
on the main thing.
just kind of you know, do what you need to do, follow your dreams, do your passion, and really kind of rediscover where you are in life and what it is that makes you happy. So,
yeah, and as a woman
Yeah.
too, I mean, I can definitely relate, and I'm taking so many notes from women who have done that exactly, right? Established themselves in the industry and then just said, let me take a moment to actually establish my family, because my homestead is just as important as my career. So obviously we're glad you're back, but we're also glad that you did what made your heart happy and followed your truth and decided to have your little babies. So really, really exciting news. And yes, to women doing it all, okay?
I'll talk
We're
about
here
this
for
one,
that.
yes.
Yes, women doing it all.
Come on,
Deborah Gogo
DJs.
comes to mind immediately. I mean, she is phenomenal. She's definitely left her footprint not only in South Africa, but globally, as just being an incredible DJ. She's an Amapiano DJ and has taken down this mark in history as being the first female Amapiano DJ at Tomorrowland in Belgium. Can you imagine? She is known for performing at festivals the world over. I've seen her perform a couple times too. And when I say she's a performer, my goodness. And this time around, it's 400,000 people.
I mean, that's Tomorrowland for you. I mean, if ever, I mean, I would love to attend a Tomorrowland concert because it's incredible. And just to know that we have some South Africans repping on that, I think, caliber of a stage, that is phenomenal. So well done
What's
to
your festival
DJ
stance?
DB and Goko, hey?
Where are you when it comes to festivals? What's your stance? Like, are you here? Are you here?
You know what? It's just how the music will take me. It depends. It's up to the DJ.
Okay.
Yeah, so DJ Gogo, come on now.
Devin Gogo, you better
let's see.
represent. I'd love
But we're not done with that. There's still another DJ that's also coming through, and I love her name.
Yes.
Come on.
Uncle Waffles is one of my favorite people ever. The two of them together are just powerhouses. She's also an Amapiano DJ, and she headlined Wireless Festival. She also was the first Amapiano DJ to do exactly that, and that one is held in London. Also had the privilege and honor of seeing her live before, and she is
This is
just
like
phenomenal.
She's taking DJing to another level.
I'm telling
It's like a
you.
performance.
Yeah.
On stage, as opposed to just standing there, you know, working the decks. She's
And the
really,
purists, when it comes to
I mean, look at
DJs,
that,
some of them have an issue with this because they're like, oh, is she even a DJ? Yeah, she is. She's a DJ and she's a dancer. How about you step up your game? Okay?
Yo,
come on.
Fire.
Come on. They're just so incredible, and I can't wait to see where they're so young too, where their careers are going to take
Well
them. So,
done, man.
Well done,
on
Devin
both
Gogo.
of
Well
them.
done, Uncle
Look at that.
Waffles.
South
Yes.
African flags flying all over the place. We love it.
to see it.
You got to talk about the Sean Diddy Combs.
I mean, I don't want to.
A little bit of controversial one.
But we have to. Sean Diddy Combs, Puff Diddy, P. Diddy. So he has been in a lot of controversy, as we know, the music mogul and Bad Boy Records founder. We saw him on social media, then we didn't see him on social media. There was a string of allegations going against him. Some people believed Cassie, some others didn't. And then he basically disappeared of socials because he was like, wait a minute. She came out with a video. Everyone then said, okay, we see you, Cassie, Diddy. Maybe we should cancel you as well. He put out an apology video straight after. Whether we believe that or not, I don't know. It's up to you. But then he disappeared of socials again.
Like in wiped clean.
Wiped clean completely. But now if you go there, you'll see there's only one post because he came back to wish his daughter a happy birthday. Now, I don't understand this. He could have just said happy birthday, girl, in his private time. I don't know why he decided to come back with this.
No, that's
Perhaps
weird.
he's
If you scrub
for...
your socials completely, I mean, why then come back to the socials and open it up? You could have just, like you said, like
stay off of it.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Give her a hug in person.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he's really trying to gain some points as a family man, quite honestly, and trying to say, it's not that bad, guys. Come on, love me some more.
But now you only have one post. Like, it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No. I don't
This
know.
man has been like a roller coaster.
He
for
has
sure.
been. I don't even know. It's so heartbreaking to me to even cancel him because his music is really great. But what he's done to one of an incredible artist, and that's only one person that has come forward in the industry, it's unforgivable, basically. So, I mean, Diddy, we will say, boy, bye. We don't need to see you on our socials, okay? When I scroll through, your face is not the one that I want to be entertained by.
All right. Well, there we have it. Sure.
Well, we'll see
Carissa
where
bringing
that
the fire
goes
and the
going
flames and
forward.
dishing the dirt.
I think it's the hair.
It must be the hair. There's a bit of a thing going on here. There's a bit of a fire that's burning for sure. So there we have it. Thank you very much. That's it from our entertainment news desk this morning. Some interesting stories and conversations. But it doesn't end here. Of course, our socials are always there if you want to kind of jump in and talk with us at Expresso Show. You can follow us there.
Absolutely. Can't wait for the next.
Yeah, so now is the moment that Carissa almost jumped the gun a little bit early on. Jody Williams is still here. Join us here, Jody. Get in here. And of course, while she takes her seat, when life throws challenges your way, it really is crucial to just carve out some moments for yourself to unwind and rejuvenate. And today we are delving into the importance of me time with our special guest, Jody. So let's quickly find out about how taking a break can refresh her spirit and restore her energy, because this is something that she's walked. She's walked those shoes as well, just by taking a break. Jody, thank you very much once again for joining us.
Thank you, thank you.
So me time, talk. We heard from Carissa the importance of me time yesterday, but you literally took a step back 10, 11 years. Thank you, Lucian.
Lucian is here just on time. I hope our coffees are warm, Lucian.
He's such a professional. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I don't have my wallet on me. Well, I'll get you later.
I don't know if you want to drink that coffee.
No, luckily I said it afterwards, so it's fine. Oh.
Thank you, Lush. We love and appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye. So me time. I mean, you took that break. You decided to focus on yourself. What is important for you when it comes to me time? You can enjoy a lovely rusk while we have a discussion here.
Well, I'm just thinking, do I get me time firstly? Well, just like when Daddy can take the kids, you know, and just doing whatever I want to do without like, Mama, I want juice. So, you know, Dakota knows she's watching.
Oh, it's a great name, by the way.
Yeah, that's basically chilling on the couch.
Yeah.
So
it's a kind of like veg out. Look at the baby.
You. What's the little one on the right? What do we see there?
The baby is Aria, and the other one is Dakota.
Dakota looks naughty.
She is. She's such a clown.
Look at her. Well, she has an entertainer as a mother. I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Can imagine the craziness that goes down in the household.
So I mean, your household is probably really busy right now. So how do you carve it out? What do you do for me time? What do you enjoy? What fills your cup?
Besides vegging on the couch, which is important.
Well, my sister's based in UK, so she's no longer here, so we can't like go out and do what sister thingies, you know, sisters do. So we do video calls, WhatsApp calls and whatever, so it's like an hour or two just chilling, doing nothing, you know, sending the kids to the grandma and...
Of course.
Yeah, there she is.
There she is. Oh, nice. And you guys have a quite close relationship.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Are you close in age as well?
No, it's a 5-year gap. Yeah.
Is she older?
She is older, but she's smaller.
Oh,
we tiny
I love that you
people.
reminded her. Tiny but dynamic as well. I absolutely love that. Do you like rusks? How do you like to dunk them?
I do. I have to dip it in here because of the situation.
Right. How long have you had braces now?
It's the second time I've got it.
Okay.
I've had it before, and then I wasn't wearing my retainer, and they shifted, and then I was like, just put it back because these were annoying me. You know, the OCD kicked in, and I was like, let's just put it back in. You know, but luckily it's going to come out soon.
Is this a hazard, or can you do it? Because it does get soft in the car.
No, like I would say don't. I'll eat it on your behalf because I also know that you still need to perform for us. You know, you got to keep the vocals clean. Yeah.
We'll have enough rusk.
But I mean, do you enjoy a rusk?
Yes, no,
when you
of
go,
course,
like,
And I mean, it's perfect like when the guests come over. It's like, hey, rusk with your coffee.
Are you like one of those that like your rusks like really soaked through or still nice and crunchy?
I like the crunchy.
You like a bit of bites, yeah.
Otherwise you get that, you know, that stuff at the bottom. I don't like that.
Now the aunties like that. They look forward to that moment.
You guys are not gonna like this, right? But I mean, I love rusks. I really do. But I like them soaked through, but not so soaked that they fall off.
Yes.
But when the box is empty and you got all those little crumbs at the, you throw all of it in the coffee.
Gosh.
and you spoon it out like a piece. Oh, it's delicious.
Oh my gosh, you think this is a man right here? This is an old colored auntie sitting with us right now. That's hilarious. I should try it. I've never done that before.
Amazing.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite flavor? There's buttermilk, condensed milk.
But the buttermilk one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love that too.
Just...
Also, they get them the chunky ones or the ones that are just kind of striped?
These ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love a
I
chunky
would
rush.
definitely recommend that you have more me time going forward.
Yeah, I think
all my
so
friends
too.
are mums and you guys really deserve that because it's full on. It's another job.
Yeah, it is. And you have to, otherwise you'll go insane.
Yeah.
With these little monsters that run around there. You have to just break away, you know, just to take your mind and just do whatever, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. When do you find time to sing or like practice performing?
That's the thing. It's like I kind of have to just slot it in whenever I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
You know,
in the shower maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of where most of it goes to nowadays. But yeah, with the little one now, you know, that's obviously getting more of my time.
Yeah.
So I've got to just work around it nicely.
You sing her lullabies.
Yeah.
So Jody, in light of your journey and your little time away from the industry and now being back and your almost I want to say rediscovery of Jody Williams, going into Women's Month, I mean, it's an important month. We focus on women and the empowerment thereof.
Yeah.
What is your message? Do you have a message in terms of your own personal experience?
With regards to like
to women out there.
Well, just, you know, just do whatever makes you happy, basically. I'm talking from my own experience, like don't do things that... I'm talking to everybody, not just women. I'm talking to in general. Do whatever you want to do. Don't do things that people expect you to do. Otherwise, you know, you're not going to be happy that way. You're just going to end up just trying to please everybody
and losing yourself.
Exactly.
Too.
There we go.
Lovely. Well, thank you so much for that.
Thank
Jody.
you.
Definitely so, like we said before, excited to have you back, and we can't wait to see you performing. It's going to be fantastic. She's taking on another living legend. Her name is Celine Dion. I can't wait to hear more about that. So thank you so much for that. Well, listen, we've got a competition for you. Remember that you do stand a chance to win 2,000 Rand and an incredible hamper. Simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us this question. When do you enjoy a snack time break with Omar Russ to take a moment for yourself? You know, it's really important to take out some me time. And don't forget to use that hashtag #OmarDippingDelicious. Now, this competition does close this Friday, the 26th of July. So go ahead and check out expressoshow.com for all the terms and conditions. While we enjoy your rusks.
I'm going to finish mine this morning. I'm hungry.
Omar Rusks, the ultimate snack time treat. Dipping delicious, tasty, filling, satisfying.
So we're going to take a very quick break. We're going to make the most of the time that we have left with you this morning. Not only is Jody still going to perform for us, stick around for that, but Willie's got a range of authentic Italian pizzas. And we've got the experts here in the studio. They're going to run us through. I mean, just look at that stone oven baked. It's all beautiful flour, delicious quality.
So
everything in
good.
between is going to be amazing. So we're going to run you through some incredible new flavors. And we're going to see how Absa does some good and handing out some solar lights.
Absolutely.
as
We're
well.
so here for the good work being done by everyone. Both Woolies with the good food feeding our tummies, as well as Absa doing the good work for humanity. We'll see you after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3, and jumping back into the kitchen right now because we've got to say, what's better than a family pizza night? I love that. I love that doing with my family as well. And the thing is, Woolworths' product developer B and technologist Tsepo, they are here this morning to elevate your pizza evenings with an exciting new range of offerings from Woolies Pizzas. They are made using traditional Italian techniques and baked to absolute perfection in a hot stone oven. And they're joining us right now. B, Tsepo, thank you very much for joining us. Our oven here is talking to us. We'll figure it out now. We've actually got someone down here at the moment who's trying to just lift your hand. There we go. There he is. You see. So chill, buddy. Chill. Thank you for joining us. Let's get through this. I love pizzas. I love it when I make it. Yeah, for sure. You know, especially if you can make it yourself, but knowing that you have the quality. So Tsepo, I think from your side, when you talk about approaching, you know, getting a product on the shelf like these pizzas from a quality point of view, what do you consider?
Because pizza is such an iconic food item in Italy, so we decided to be grounded in their tradition. So the two main ingredients that we have, the flour and the tomatoes, are both from Italy.
Okay.
Yeah. So our Italian,
so it's like authentic.
Absolutely, it is so authentic. You might just start speaking in an Italian accent after eating the pizza.
Oh, oui. That's not Italian.
And also it's stone baked.
Yeah.
So it's not your convectional oven.
Okay.
So we try to keep that.
So when we talk about
oven.
stone baked, what are we talking about, Cham? Is it like a traditional pizza oven, or what is it when you talk about? Is it like,
we have like
not like this?
No, not like that. So the actual base, it's a stone. You know, it's made of porous material to give you that crispy
flavor.
Yeah,
love it. All right, B. So we're going to talk it because we also like variety. People are all different, and I see here we've got different types of bases as well that we can get.
Yes. So we've kept our favorite thin and crispy pizza that everybody knows that Woolies and loves, which the example here is your vegetarian. This just has been upgraded. It's thinner, it's crispier. All our bases are slow fermented for 24 hours, which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's stretched and then baked on a stone oven, but our ovens are super hot, which gives it a really thin, crisp, delicious texture. And then our new base, which we've just launched, is our Neapolitan style base.
Ooh, okay.
So this is really traditional, quite an artisanal Italian base. It's got a thicker crust, which is really aerated, but then underneath it's like a thin, tender base. And here we've liked to top it with sort of traditional Italian flavors with a little bit of a Woolies take on it. But yeah, and this one's topped only with mozzarella, so it's really more traditionally of an Italian-style base. It's got a beautiful charring from our really hot ovens, and
nice.
Delicious. Hand-stretched in semolina flour, to really showcase the differences.
All right. Well, I think there's only one thing left to do. We got to get into this. I would love to taste some of this. So I see you got a pizza cutter there.
Yeah.
And while we do this, Tsepo, I've got to ask you as well. I mean, what we know from Woolies is you guys are always staying ahead of the curve.
Right.
And the same goes, you know, across the board with all of the different products as well. I mean, in terms of food and product development, how do you stay ahead of the curve? How do you guys look at trends? How does it work in your field?
So we do a lot of research. So I'm basically a food scientist, so I do have to do my research, and B does have to do one.
Yeah.
So you do the trends, you go to food shows, and you read what's out there to see what's trending, and then basically you just build your range and your product from that info.
Okay, and then just kind of like working it from that angle.
Yes, exactly. We don't dream it up, so we actually...
We don't dream it up.
And we all love to eat, so eating is the way.
You know,
we eat and we eat
it's
and we
part
eat.
of life. It's part of life. Okay, so once you've cut that, you can see that you deal with pizzas, for sure. And the crisp in there is amazing.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, so let's start with this one.
So
Carissa, I want to invite Carissa in here for a second as well, just to help me taste here, because I can't do this alone. I feel way too guilty.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao.
You know we're speaking Italian over here.
I mean, first and foremost, Carissa, what do you think when you see all of this?
Incredible. Like,
Yeah,
the
you think you went out and bought it?
No, I could never even make something like this. Like, this is true Italian-style pizza.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start with this one. This is the vegetarian.
That looks amazing.
So it's a vegetarian. It's on our thin and crispy base. It's got caramelized onions, spinach, feta, roasted red peppers, and roasted mushrooms. So I like to call it like a little bit of a bougie, normal spinach and feta pizza. So it's a little bit of a fancier option, but really something that you find in most restaurants is a simple vegetarian pizza packed with flavor. You don't miss the meat, and yeah, really delicious.
Oh,
all right, Carissa.
Okay, let's try it out.
There we go.
Is there a right way to eat pizza? Some people fold them.
Yeah, fold it.
Yeah, please fold.
Oh, that's good.
Do you feel like you're in Italy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out. There's so much flavour. I love
a vegetarian pizza.
The roasted red peppers in there, but it's oh, and the base is kind of soft and it melts. And
Absolutely. The cheese complementing everything else. It's got a bit of a bite as well. But like the sweetness from the peppers, like you said, the umami from the mushrooms, like. I love a vegetarian pizza because it's usually got more flavor, I feel, than the lazy like meat pizzas.
Yeah.
But we'll see when we get to the pepperoni.
All right, and this base is obviously very different.
Yes,
to your
very different, looks very different, got quite a different eat. So it's a Neapolitan style pizza base, and on this one we've got smoked ham and mushroom, but it's like a little bit fancy. We've got like a mushroom spread at the bottom, which is also like a little like a duck cell.
Yes.
Foodie people out there.
Oh, this smells incredible.
Which really like enhances the mushroom flavour.
Look, I've been through my fair share of pizzas that you could buy in shops and make for the kids or whatnot, but this, I'm telling you, this is on another level. This is like juicy, it's soft, it's quality ingredients, you can taste it, it's stringy.
Oh my, yeah, the cheese form, B and Tepo, my God. I think this is my favorite one.
Oh, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's not so lazy.
No, it's not so lazy. I'm so sorry. I apologize. It is phenomenal.
You can
What is
pretend-
this?
It's a...
From the tomato?
Yeah, it's from the tomato, yeah.
Thought it was extra flavor.
This is very fresh. It's a very fresh pizza, it's very nice.
Oh, that's
and then
good.
Here we've got our spicy pepperoni, which is topped with pepperoni, and then it's got a green chili and garlic drizzle on top, which really punches that delicious spicy, garlicky, Italian-y flavors.
This is not your everyday pizza, I must say that.
Oh, but this, I'm just impressed by this dough here that they have.
Wow.
It's crispy.
It is crispy.
Crunchy. That is good. That is good.
Oh my goodness. We're not often left speechless.
I'm not going to add, I'll pick a favorite, for sure. Guys, thank you very much. I've got to ask you, though, what's the best way to prepare them at home?
Best
When
way,
you go buy them? Yeah.
hot oven, 220 degrees, pop it in, 6 minutes, just until that cheese is melting and starting to brown. Best way. Pizzas must be cooked at a very high heat for the shortest period of time. Can cut them in half, pop them in the air fryer if you're super lazy, it does work. Pop it on a braai if you're load shedding.
Really?
If you've got a pizza oven, do it that way. Make it work.
On
a
the
Weber?
braai?
Yeah, on a Weber.
Oh, like to keep the heat inside.
If you need the heat inside, always just want to go from the bottom up.
Which we don't.
Incredible.
Yo, guys, thank you
I've got
very much.
nothing else to
Tepo B,
say.
thank you. That's absolutely amazing. I would have to go. I can't choose a
It's
favorite
tough.
one. I'm gonna go with these two.
Okay.
I've got two favorites.
I
Not
spoke
that
up
was
the vegetarian
really
so
good.
much, but honestly, I'm here. Like, I'm
Is it?
here. Oh,
No,
that
I'm
one
loving
especially,
the
pepperoni.
thin base. I'm
Yeah.
loving the thin base a little bit as well. And oh man, with everything, the fresh toppings in there, everything tastes so fresh. You can really see
I'm going to steal this and take this with me.
that you guys have put your heart and soul into this. Tepo, thank you very much. B, thank you very much for constantly just showering us with incredibly quality, especially something like this, which I think brings family together.
what am I doing?
And that is what it's really all about.
Oh, yes.
Thank you very, very much. I mean, it's pizza night, what do I say, with Woolies. And you can now be the first one to shop Woolworths' new pizza range. Plus, W Rewards members' supper is sorted every Wednesday. Just a reminder, today, buy 3 Woolworths pizzas and get the cheapest one free. And this offer is only available in store and on Dash. I feel bad because I didn't offer you guys a slice here. Come, because how much do you actually taste and eat in terms of your professions? Really?
All the time.
So I'm sure that you can't pick a favorite, or can you? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I have a favorite. I'm like a plant-based lover at heart, so I love my vegetarian, but the Neapolitan bases are like all my little babies.
Your little babies.
Lots of blood, sweat and tears went into them, and I'm really proud of how we've got them on the shelf. So they are definitely have to be my favorite.
And Tepo, what about you?
Definitely the pepperoni.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pepperoni type of guy.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I love it. All right, guys, well, dig in there. I'm going to have another one of these. Enjoy. Thank you very much. So go out there and have a lekker pizza family night.
I've definitely been having the best morning eating pizzas and South African classics. Now, speaking about South Africans, as South Africans, we are aware of the reality of load shedding, right? And it can be frustrating when you get that Eskom's to push notification, which thankfully we haven't in a while. But for many kids, the lack of electricity is impacting their education. Well, Absa is doing their bit to light up a few of these awesome kids' lives by handing over solar lights at Rapella Secondary School in Bella Bella. Let's find out what a difference it can make.
Hi, I'm Justin Schmidt. We're here at Rapella Secondary School in Vereeniging. Today we're handing out 1,300 lights to learners. We hope this makes a difference for them as they study, as they head towards matric exams. And it's really important that we show them that your story matters. What we really wanted to do was make sure that you as learners are able to study when the lights are out. And it's as simple as that. I think for us, we're excited that, each of you that makes a difference and comes in and hopefully works for Absa one day or becomes an engineer, goes and creates your own solar panels or batteries. It's an important thing. Because we live in South Africa, there's obviously a lot of sun. We know with load shedding, there's a lack of power. People don't have resources when they need it. So for us, a solar panel produces power for free. You can store that in a battery, and it's really exciting. And we also democratize energy. You can put energy where it's needed.
This area, usually it has a problem of load shedding. So our learners in their respective places, they struggle to study. With this project, they will be able to study because some of them are using candles, then it will alleviate that problem. With the school, it will improve our performance because our learners will be able to study during the night.
Initiatives like this are important because it's giving back to the community, and as we're facing load shedding, I think it's going to be helping our learners a lot.
We are struggling. We don't have electricity. Already the classes over there on top, they don't have electricity. So since they got solar lights, they'll manage to study at home because even this location is struggling with electricity.
It's really important that learners are able to continue their studies in the evenings. I think we all know in South Africa load shedding is an issue, and never mind that a lot of communities just don't have access to electricity. So enabling learners to travel safely, should they be using the lights, and then to, when they're home, continue their studies into the evening is vitally important for the future of South Africa.
Communities are really important for us. We do business in communities. We have a lot of clients in those communities. So what we do with projects like this is we've initiated this, but for us it's really important for the businesses that bank with us, the colleagues that are in these communities, to say what else can we do and how can we make a lasting change. So we'd like to think that this is the start and gets everyone thinking about sustainability, about making a difference in communities, and then coming forward and saying, okay, what else can I do as a colleague or a customer of ours?
After handing out the items to the learners today, there was not a student that not had a big smile on them. That spoke volumes. That said, we've done the right thing. Many of them said to me, this has made a difference. This is going to help us study. This is going to help us do better in our marks and our results coming up.
The learners were so excited to see the guests from Absa, GDE and the district, and then they are so happy to receive these gadgets, and then they are going to use these gadgets to better their education and their future.
It has been an amazing experience. It has been a heartwarming experience, and this is why we exist, to make a difference and add value in the communities that we do business in.
What's great about Your Story Matters is each one of us makes a difference, or making a difference to each one of us can create groundswell. So really why this was important is to give each learner a solar light so that they can study at night and make a difference in each one of them. Might be for reading, might be for studying, or it might just be for safety, having that light. But really it's about each individual and making sure that they know that their story matters.
There are stories of believers, and we're inspired by them all.
We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. Absa.
Absa's doing such a phenomenal job.
Yeah, man, I love it. Great initiative out there at the Rapella School in Bella Bella. Thank you very much for the team out there as well that's making a difference, because we know, man, that's such a basic thing, you know, but without it, we are stranded, especially for students.
Absolutely. You cannot even see your future, quite literally. So shout out to Absa for lighting up their path and their way.
Stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. Absa.
Right, so we have about 8 minutes left of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're going to take the quickest of breaks, and when we come back, Jody Williams still hanging out. She is going to perform for us after the break, taking us into our Wednesday. Stick around.
Are you a handy hero at home looking for your next project? This is your chance to get started by entering to win 10,000 Rand in cash each week from Plascon South Africa. Buy any Plascon product and post a pic of yourself with your product on social media with hashtag PlasconSA. Make sure you follow Plascon SA on Facebook and Instagram. Competition closes midday Friday, 9th August, so enter now. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome to it. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. Just a couple of more minutes left before we do anything else. Get your lucky numbers ready for the life-changing lotto jackpot estimated at 78 million Rand this Wednesday, which is today. So what are you waiting for? Play lotto for an estimated 78 million Rand jackpot today, and you could become Zanzi's next big multi-millionaire.
Oh, I would love that for you. Well, listen, if you want to win, you got to play. How can you get your tickets? You can get them in store or on the nationallottery.co.za website, on the mobile app, app or even cell phone banking. Or you could simply just dial *120 *7529 hash for all USSD. Now, these details are, of course, on our social media pages. Go and check them out, and you got to get yourself in the running to potentially become Mzansi's next multi-millionaire. That is 78 million rand in the jackpot estimated today. Incredible.
Millionaire. Take to the air. Once you listen, Jody Williams, she is here. She's about to perform, but you guys are so happy to see her on your screens again that we have a couple of comments and questions from you guys. Bilky says, huge fan since the start, Jody. If she could collaborate with any artist, who would it be, Jody?
It's a bit of a tricky one. I haven't really thought of it up until now, but if I have to pick somebody, I'll probably do Craig Lucas.
Ooh. Craig Lucas? Yeah. Okay, okay.
I'm looking forward to that collaboration.
I can see that
I'm just going to throw Jimmy Nevis out there as well because I want to see it happen. Well, Lena Peterson got in touch saying, your next song is from Celine Dion. What is it about her that inspires you as a female artist?
There's actually a specific reason why I chose to perform Celine Dion today. She's got, I'm not sure if you know about this thing happening in the news with her voice, stiff person syndrome, and she can't really do what she used to do. So this is kind of just bringing her back into and remembering her, and also because of Women's Day coming up, and it was also my audition song, so that's why.
Oh man, I love that. Her audition song and her comeback song in one. Well, we've got to, of course, let her take the stage. It is Jody Williams singing Celine Dion's song, That's the Way It Is, on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Hi, I'm Jody, and I'll be doing That's the Way It Is by Celine Dion.
I can read your mind, and I know your story. I see what you're going through, yeah. It's an uphill climb, and I'm feeling sorry, but I know it will come to you, yeah. Don't surrender, 'cause you can win in this thing called love. When you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you're ready to go and your heart's left in doubt, don't give up on your faith. Love comes to those who believe it, and that's the way it is. When you question me for a simple answer, I don't know what to say, no. But it's plain to see, if we stick together, you're gonna find a way. So don't surrender, 'cause you can win in this thing called love. When you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you're ready to go and your heart's left in doubt, don't give up on your faith. Love comes to those who believe it, and that's the way it is. That's the way. When life is empty with no tomorrow and loneliness starts to fall, baby, don't worry, forget your sorrow, 'cause love's gonna conquer it all. Oh, when you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you're ready to go and your heart's left in doubt, don't give up on your faith.
Never Feel Good production.
Experience an explosion of smooth tropical flavors in every sip with a new Tropica Zanzibar Sunrise. Nothing smoother.